This is Console Wars the card game. Featuring more famous video games than you can shake a stick at, Console Wars finally allows you to win a war you've been fighting and probably losing on the internet your entire life. Quit being a keyboard warrior with the warm embrace of anonymity to protect you. Now you and your friends can fight on the front lines, battling for incredible franchises, exclusivity, and eventual victory. Collect some of the most famous video game franchises of all time. Protect them with loyal and frighteningly dedicated fans. Brave the volatile video game industry and claim the ultimate victory in the console wars. Your favorite video game making mega corporation needs you. Enlist today. Head to consolewarsgame.com. Pick up a copy of Console Wars the card game, outshine your rivals, and prove that your platform reigns supreme. Out now. This is XboxEra. We're an independent, community-funded publication focused on providing the best coverage and discussion of your favourite platform, Xbox. With best-in-class forums, a kick-ass Discord server, and awesome merch, XboxEra.com is your destination for the best news, reviews, and features focused on what you care about. With shows like the XboxEra podcast, headlines, and a whole heap of Patreon-exclusive content, we're proud to be an independent publication completely funded by you. If you value having an outlet truly focused on your preferred place to play, you can become one of the cool kids by supporting us directly via Patreon. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. You get cool swag and awesome perks, and we get to keep doing what we do. Become a part of the best Xbox community on the internet and help us grow even larger. Thank you for your support. Everything XboxEra does is only made possible by the growing army of incredible Patreon supporters. Our MVPs and executive producers are all incredible people, but even more so are our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. All of this under the watchful eye of our lovely and benevolent CEO, Torn Raptor. If you want to become part of one of the best communities on the internet, head to patreon.com/XboxEra, where your patronage can help keep us alive for another month. Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 287 of the XboxEra podcast. We're here to discuss the latest in gaming from across the industry, but overall, we're focused on your favourite platform, Xbox. We're a fiercely independent and community-driven publication, and it's all made possible by our wonderful community. But especially big shout-outs to our patrons, our MVPs, our executive producers, and obviously our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. And of course, it goes without saying, our wonderful CEO, Torn Raptor. As per usual, I am joined by Special Nick.
Oh, what's going on?
Man who's been bred on playing video games this week. And also another man that's just been bred on playing video games all fucking year long. It's review editor Jesse Norris.
Hello.
Hello.
It's been nice.
It's been nice.
The last June through half of October was the busiest we've ever been.
Yeah, it was bad. It was good.
It was great, but it was...
First world problem.
Yes, well, I mean, it was great, but also it was like the come down starts to hit and you're like, oh, I can actually relax a day.
Yeah.
And then everyone in the house got sick. So.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Not me, I'm fine.
That's fun.
That's rubbish. I hate it when the whole house is sick. It's just like, oh,
that's fun.
Everyone stay away from me. I don't want to look after any of you.
Now that my daughter's downstairs, isolated from all of us, she doesn't get sick anymore. So if the rest of the house is sick, because she just stays in her room, she doesnn't get sick.
Mm-hmm.
She never leaves her room.
I have to let my cat in. She's standing at the door, going, meow, literally making that noise and that face. So just give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
I got mine. He's right there staring at me.
Before we get to what we've been playing, I was saying to Jesse. By the way, hi to everyone in chat. A lot of people in chat. A lot of friendly faces that we all recognise. Xbox Lucy Lou. Didact.
It's back to just the
Deep
full
shot.
name thing instead of being the name you choose.
Yeah, I know.
like
It keeps switching. It
Yeah.
keeps switching.
Is it just
There's
YouTube?
Torn Raptor in there. Stingray 2
Yeah, Torn Raptor's there, but like he's hard to recognize because his
He's a mod at
YouTube
least.
name is nothing like his
Yeah.
Torn Raptor. So yeah, Nissa Howe was there. So yesterday I was saying to Jesse, I recabled my entire study. Like everything that I'm on right now, the cables were just everywhere. So I unplugged everything and redid it all from scratch. Wall mounting the power board, recabling the Ethernet cables, making sure they're all Cat 6 and 5E, all that. Man, it took hours. It took such a long time, but it's so much more organized than Nita here now. I'm a lot happier with this room. Much happier. It's good.
Yeah, it is good. It's weird. Like I have to admit, I'm in a bit of a weird funk today. Obviously, move is all completed. House has completed. Paid off all my debt yesterday, so
Nice.
I'm debt free for the first time in 21 years.
Forever.
Yeah. But man, like I love that I am able to at least have somewhere to go and all of that jazz, but it's really hard adjusting to not having your space, you know,
It would be.
yours. I have to admit, I'm struggling, man. I am struggling. It is a real
I don't
adjustment.
know.
I just can't.
At the same time, I feel like given everything that has happened the last 5 or 6 years, I thought there is one silver lining for you. Maybe, but I don't know exactly your situation.
You're probably right.
which
You're
is-
probably going to key on the very silver lining that I keep telling myself is the silver lining in all of this. But go on. I want to see if
I don't know
we're aligned.
that's the silver lining is you now have a couple of built-in, effectively babysitters to distract the kids and look after the kids, to give you guys a night to go out, to let you do whatever you need to do, blah, 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 blah. That's one silver lining.
It is. I mean, like, I'm lucky in that my kids are here once a week, and it's now been set up so it's none of this fucking 2 on, 2 off, 3 on nonsense. I have my kids for a whole week, and then they're at their mum's for a whole week. But what is happening is my son is hitting that teenage years,
Ooh,
secondary school.
best time.
He's got friends. He doesn't want to be stuck at his mum's, away from everybody he knows, where all of his mates live. He wants to be here, and that's cool. And I feel bad for him because he feels like I think in some ways committing some sort of betrayal. Mum thinks,
We know who committed the betrayal in this scenario.
Yeah. Whatever. But it is like, it's okay, son. We're grown-ups. We understand these things. Like, don't feel guilty. It's okay to feel the way you feel. But the silver lining for me is that it's actually given me like a really nice, stable platform to just knuckle down and concentrate on building this up to the way it needs to be without
Going knuckle
worrying
deep.
about $3.5 grand's worth of bills that need to be paid every month and freaking out. And that's been a struggle for like the last year and a half. So
Your hair was
That's
getting
over.
very gray very quickly over that.
I honestly do feel a lot lighter, but I do. Yeah, it's just weird, man. It's just weird. Like, I love my parents. They are awesome people, and I'm very lucky. Not everyone gets on with their folks in that way, right? But it's been a long time since I've lived with them in any capacity, and it is odd. It is very strange. They're so set in their routines. It's like, hey guys, I'm whipping up this food, and it's like, it's really tasty and it's really good, and they're like, no, tonight is this night, and we only do this. Do you want to try it? No. It's okay. It's not poisonous. They're very set in their ways. It's adorable, really. But anyway, enough about all that nonsense. Hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming to hang with us on this fine post-Halloween, early November Saturday evening or morning or wherever you are, afternoon.
My daughter went
or
trick-or-treating.
Yeah, did she? Did she?
My son did not. He was spewing. He didn't get to go to Halloween because
Wait.
he was
Australian spewing as in I'm really mad, or genuinely spewing?
spewing, as in he's in bothered that he couldn't go. Bothered that he couldn't go.
Okay.
Spewing. That's what we say. We say I'm spewing.
I was just checking,
No. Not
Because if I'm
literally
spewing, why aren't you going? I'm spewing. Oh man, I hope you feel better soon. Like, that's different.
No,
different.
we also say spewing as in, oh man, I'm so annoyed I couldn't do that. Spew it. So he couldn't go trick-or-treating with his sister because he was playing representative basketball.
Oh.
So that was the trade-off.
Who would set a basketball game for Halloween night?
Rep doesn't care.
Man.
Rep doesn't care. He has to play like every Friday night. And it was only a practice game too.
Wow.
And also, side note, don't know why I'm bringing this up, but I just am because I won't have... maybe I can wait till next week. But Jesse's not on. So when I was 9 years old, turning 10, so 1990, I went to my first concert. My first concert was MC Hammer.
Wow,
Right?
bro.
That was my first ever concert.
You should admit to some stuff.
And I went with my two
Something to be
cousins.
proud of.
I went with my two cousins who I grew up with, like sisters, and their dad, my uncle. So my son is 9 turning 10, and he's about to go to his first concert next Saturday night. So I'm doing the podcast.
Please, can we pray for better music, Grace? Come
He's
on,
going to see WAP.
I'm doing the podcast the next day after a Metallica concert.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh.
Okay.
I've never
Good
been
choice.
to Metallica, and I've adored Metallica since I was a kid. Like, I have loved Metallica ever since I was very young. And my son discovered Metallica through Fortnite. That is how I discovered Metallica. And he loves it. It's like, you know what? I don't give a fuck how he gets there. He got there.
You know, and this is going to get me some criticism, and I fully understand it. I do not care for Metallica.
Oh, fucking love Metallica.
See, I told you. I'll be super clear on
love
this.
Metallica.
I respect them as a band, and I respect the music, and I can listen to it, and I don't get mad or anything. But I cannot fucking stand that singer. I just can't. I can't do the voice. It just makes my fucking shit itch.
I love it.
It's not my jam.
But the memory remains.
Yeah,
They've got such good fucking songs. I like
each
ever
their
since I was like little, like my son's age, like 9, 10 years old. I've loved Metallica. It's so good. And people find it weird because I'm like a house music guy. I'm like a full-on housey disco music guy. So everyone's like Metallica. I'm like, I fucking love Metallica.
Last time we hear you
It's
talking
so
about
good.
music, you're waxing on about the amazing genius of George Michael, and you know, Jesse and I are just going.
Yes, George Michael is obviously the greatest male vocalist of our time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to be able to go to a fancy dress party and go as George Michael, like full put the tips through my hair, get my jacket, my leather jacket on, get the guitar, get my daughter's guitar, and take that with me. Oh, I can't wait.
Nice.
Can't wait.
I can see in the chat, I believe it is our CEO, Tom Raptor, who says that he's never been to a live concert.
Really? Never
And
been to a
prefers
live
the
concert?
clean studio recordings.
You've got to go to a concert at least once, mate. You have to go at least once.
Yeah, I agree. Live music is incredible.
It's not even so much like it depends on the artist you're going to. So I went to MC Hammer, which was cool for a 9-year-old who loved You Can't Touch This.
Was it?
Was
it cool?
Destiny's Child was fantastic. I went to Destiny's Child.
Stop listing these bands off, bro. You've got a reputation to try and
I went to
maintain
Justin
and salvage
Timberlake.
it.
I went to Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Back when he was Justin is amazing.
Hot take. Dude knows how to put together a song, or his team does.
Justin Timberlake. That
Cry Me
first
a River
album,
is a fucking great
Justified.
song.
Justified is one of the greatest debut albums ever, and that was written for Michael Jackson. That album, it was written for Michael Jackson,
I know.
and Michael Jackson was like, "No."
The funny
JT
thing
was
is,
like, "Okay."
I would never listen to it. Like, I'd never go, "Oh, I'm in the mood." But like when "Cry Me a River" or something like that comes on, you're like, "Yeah, this is a good song."
Great song.
And there is one he did really recently with I think he's a country singer. I can't something you can't have. I can't remember the name of the song. But he does the whole video on YouTube, and I'd recommend anyone that has a passing interest in music watch it, because it is not the single; it is a live take, one shot, and they've choreographed it, and they're all set up in this massive auditorium hall thing, like block of flats. There's a big central kind of courtyard, and they're going up and down in lifts, and then the whole choir comes up around all the hallway floors, and then when they finish and they've pulled it off, everyone's like, "That was the one," and they're all like clapping and hollering. It's really good. Okay, man's a good musician.
Don't let him drive.
Yes, I did George Michael as well, and I went to Pearl Jam. That was a free concert I got to go to. At my old job, they owned a box at Rod Laver, and every time there's a big concert, they have an allocation of tickets. And every time Kylie Minogue comes down and Pink comes down, those tickets disappear. No one was interested in Pearl Jam, so my boss is like, "Do you want to go to Pearl Jam?" I said to my wife, "You want to go to a Pearl Jam concert?" She's like, "All right." So we just went to Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
I got 2 tickets to Kendrick Lamar, who's coming next month, but I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. But either my wife or I have to take my daughter because she wants to go. So now that I'm taking my son to Metallica, it's now been decided that my wife will take my daughter to Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, you got to go to a concert once, mate. I mean, Raptor, you have to go at least once.
My first concert, and I was chatting to my folks about this actually the other day, because they were telling me, when we were kids, look at this, and they were showing me a ticket stub to go see Led Zeppelin, and it cost like £4. It's like, what? But like my first gig was actually a festival. It was Reading Festival 2000, so I was 16 years old, and at that festival, I got to see Stereophonics, Placebo, Slipknot, Rage
Bob
Against the
Dylan
Machine, Live.
Oh wow!
Blink 182, Beck, Pulp, Oasis, Primal Scream, Foo Fighters, Limp Bizkit. And
wow!
The worst mosh pit of all of those was Asian Dub Foundation, who were ahead of Limp Bizkit, and I was just like, "This is horrific! Get me out of here!" Because when you're at a festival, man, there's no
I've never been.
For my fellow Brits who may have gone to something like Brixton Academy or the Apollo in London. Typically they have a really good floor where the floor kind of just slopes up like that. So if you're a short ass and you're back here, you can still fucking see everything because they've designed it that way. But at a festival, you're just in a flat field, right? And as a shorty, you're surrounded by people in a fucking mosh pit. It's like, it depends on the weather. It's either horrific mud and humidity and wetness, and then really hot fucking air about 1.5 feet above your head. And then if you're grabbing people's shoulders and you're just being like, and then you
oh my God, that is not my scene. That is
it's not my jam. It's not my jam. But it was an incredible gig. Because seeing Rage Against the Machine before they stopped gigging, at least over here in the UK.
Oh, well, I mean, I got to see Kiss.
Wow.
At the 2023 AFL Grand Final. Kiss did 4 songs at the Grand Final pre-game, and they were fantastic.
They've never been fantastic.
Oh, I love Kiss. Ooh. And I was recording video and they're playing I Was Made for Loving You. And, the camera's moving along. And as soon as it gets to the chorus, you've got me and my mate who just start singing. And it's like cats having their balls pulled off. And then suddenly you can hear 2 guys going, I was made for... Oh, it's so funny. It's so good. I love Kiss. Kiss is amazing. You know who I'd love to see or would have loved to have seen in concert back in the day, if they ever did concerts? What's their name? Def Leppard. Def Leppard?
Yeah.
Def Leppard? Yeah.
I'm going to try and find something now because it will be funny.
Who sang Pour Some Sugar on Me? Yeah, Def Leppard.
Love
Def Leppard. They're great. They're so good.
Man.
It's nice to see that your terrible movie and TV takes carry into music as well.
My taste in music, particularly house music, is fucking exquisite. I used to play songs to DJs before they had heard about them. Mate, I missed my calling. I actually would have been a fantastic DJ. I really missed my calling. Anyway, video games.
Yeah, not 16 minutes ago. I tried to steer the subject onto video games. But we got into.
I don't know. I'm bringing this up, and then massive tangent.
Yeah, you told the longest story.
Did I? Did I? Let's.
Yes.
Sorry, judges. Can we have a
don't worry. I'll be doing the timestamps.
Yeah, and you will see that I did not have.
And I'll have the proof.
I had 8 sentences. You had 50. Let's talk video games. And weirdly, Nick, if you want the longest timestamps, now's your chance because for once, for the first time in 6 years, Nick's been playing a variety of video games that aren't just Fortnite and Rocket League.
I have been playing an amount of video games that for once rivals Jesse in 1 week. I have been playing a shit ton of video games.
I didn't list everything. I can add more if I want to win.
Okay, so where do we start? Let's start with the star of the show. Pumpkin Jack. Oh, man. So, as everyone knows the story who was watching last week, we discovered Pumpkin Jack through a super chat. And then BT Maverick, I want to say, was like, hey, Pumpkin Jack is like $2 on CD keys. I was like, oh, sick. How good's this? Went and bought it. $4 Australian. Pumpkin Jack. Started playing it. Fantastic. And then someone tags me on Twitter. He goes, hey, Nick, I think Pumpkin Jack was given away on GOG. You probably own it. Like it was with Twitch Prime. I was like, oh, God, please don't say that. So I went and checked my GOG library. Scroll down to P. There it is. Pumpkin Jack. I'm like, oh, no.
You already
I went and I bought it on Steam and I already had it. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, so I've been playing a lot of Pumpkin Jack. Guys, seriously, fun game.
You gonna write a review?
No. Very reminiscent. I'm already reviewing something else. And I just finished my Virtua Fighter 5 review.
You can write a review in like 20 minutes. It's easy.
I can't bring myself to just write. I have to do a video with it.
Oh, I wouldn't allow a video. I'd delete it. No one would watch it.
It's very reminiscent of like probably more medieval than Maximo. But still very Maximo.
Isn't it medieval? And people will yell at you if you're not right.
Yeah, medieval.
You said medieval.
Medieval. Whatever.
Yeah.
And like the music, which Jesse's playing right now, is very rare. Like if you had told me that this was what Rare made for the OG Xbox instead of Ghost of the Ghoulies, I'd believe you. Like this feels like something Rare could have made for the OG Xbox when they first got acquired by Microsoft. Surprisingly polished for a one-man dev effort. Quite advanced visually, like a lot of advanced lighting. It's got ray tracing, which I don't think the ROG could quite handle.
No, it's got their old ray tracing core, so it's not very good at it.
Like, I don't know. Like, again, like if you play this game not knowing it's a one-man show, you might think, whatever. But when you realize this was all made by one guy, it's actually shockingly high quality. Like every aspect of it, whether it's level design, the what are they called? The collectibles aren't like obfuscated in a really shitty way. You get new weapons and there's a weapon wheel. Like it's a really cool little game. Like I was enjoying myself. I think I'm up to the 3rd level. I want to say there are some little frustrating moments here and there, but that's every video game. But it's actually surprisingly fun. If you want a throwback to the PlayStation 2 era, PlayStation, is that Gen 5, whatever it is, OG Xbox, numbers. Whatever. It's very reminiscent of that era, but a more, actually shockingly more polished version.
It's supposed to only be like 4.5 to 5 hours long at most.
It's not supposed to be a long game. And it does a good job changing it up. There's moments where you pull your own head off and then the pumpkin walks around on these 4 little legs to get through smaller areas and stuff. Like it's really cool. Like I'm shocked this game didn't get a little bit more attention back in 2020 when it came out.
That's the issue. It's so many good games just get lost in the shuffle. They have the only thing that can really pop off now is something that's good to stream. That's most of them.
Yeah, I tried to reach out to the dev. He deleted his Twitter account, sadly. Oh. So we'll have to email maybe the publisher to see if they can put us in touch with him, because I'd love to get him on to talk about Pumpkin Jack. But yeah, so that's Pumpkin Jack. It's really good, people. And if you have Twitch Prime and you religiously attach the games like I do,
John does not.
Then you already would own it. You would already have it on GOG.
I own Pumpkin Jack.
Yeah. So what else have I been playing? Jesse, I have also been playing Virtua Fighter 5 R.E.V.O. World Stage, which I also reviewed. I managed to do that review in like a day.
Don't say that. I get in a lot of trouble if I say I didn't spend like a month on a review.
I had been playing it.
100%
No.
Before you share your opinion on the game.
I had been playing the game prior to that, and I've also had it on Steam for a while. So I've been playing. I got a Steam code off Jesse like a year ago. So I've been playing Virtua Fighter 5 a long time. But the actual process of getting the footage, writing up the review, doing the video, blah, 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 it was a day, which isn't bad for me. I mean, it's Virtua Fighter. I adore Virtua Fighter and always have, so there's not too much you can say about that. How
many versions of this game have there been?
6. This is the 6th version of Virtua Fighter 5. So there's so many. It's like how Street Fighter 2 was, which is what I said in my review. It's great. This is arguably the definitive version. They're obviously getting it out there to help promote Virtua Fighter 6, like to get the name back out there before 6 comes out. Yeah, I mean, it's Virtua Fighter. The World Tour mode, World Stage mode is great. Visually, it's really nice. I did piss someone off. Did you delete those comments on the video?
It wouldn't have been because of those, but then he really just started insulting other people, like calling them assholes and shit.
Oh,
like,
really?
Jesus Christ, man! Once you start insulting, that's generally when they'll get bopped. You can disagree all you want. Admit,
thinking on it again, he was half right. I mean, look, I didn't say you can't tell Virtua Fighter 4 apart from Virtua Fighter 5. I just said you might be hard pressed to, because Virtua Fighter 4 was quite an advanced, good-looking game for its time. And I then went back and played Virtua Fighter 4, and I'm like, oh, maybe he has a point. I was probably a bit off in that. But they do look very similar. Both great-looking games. But he went absolutely off in the comments. He was like...
upset, very upset fellow.
Jesus. It's like, dude, it's not that serious.
Video games.
But yeah, so there's not a ton that can be said about Virtua Fighter 5. It's essentially at its core the same game that was released back in 2006.
What's the price? Like, what's the cost on it? It can't be that much, right?
It's like $30 Australian.
Oh yeah, that's not
I was
bad.
shocked.
Yeah,
it's so
it's
like,
so
even
old.
though it's
they
very
know,
light on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's old as, and it's light on for content. So yeah, 06. So it's been 19 years since Virtua Fighter 5 came out.
Sega was in a weird spot for a while. They've gotten back to being what you would think of.
Yeah. And then the deluxe edition is like 60 or 65 Australian, something like that.
Oh, you need that to have the roll.
You can buy all the DLC that's in the 30th anniversary edition in individual parts. So I paid 15 Australian and bought the Virtua Fighter 1 skins. So every character could look like Virtua Fighter 1 because there's no arcade perfect version of Virtua Fighter 1 on home consoles except on the PS2 in Japan. So you can't get that here.
Doral's not even in the deluxe edition. Wow.
Really?
That's what Mr. Hipshot says, and I believe him.
I'm pretty sure. I thought Dural was. Oh, okay. Well, I got Dural as part of the code that we got from Sega, so I got to play as Dural. But yeah, Virtua Fighter 5 is great. I was very close to giving it a 9. I was really going to give it a 9, and I'm like, yeah, but I was going to give it a 9 based purely on it being Virtua Fighter, and it's an incredible fighting game. But then I'm like, oh, it is super light on for content, but then it is charged. The price is appropriate.
30th anniversary edition does not include Dural. $8.
Oh, wow. Okay, I did not realize.
I think they gave you an extra code for it.
Yeah. What else have I been playing? Which game do you want me to go to, Jesse?
Let's go down the line. I've got it all loaded up. A game that you are surprisingly thinking isn't shit. Double Dragon Revive.
Oh, yes. So I am reviewing. I am playing and reviewing as I go Double Dragon Revive.
And you can do a video for this one because almost no one has, so it'll still get some views.
I am doing a video. I've been recording a bunch of footage. And
I'll allow it.
Footage. There's a moment like where she's sliding down the stripper pole and not wearing many clothes, and I'm like, I like this game now. So Double Dragon Revive. Look, I don't want to say too much because I'm reviewing it. It's like the 17th Double Dragon game that's come out in the last 10 years.
They gave us a code a week after it launched. It's really weird.
Yeah. IGN appeared to be the only outlet that actually got a code.
Yeah, they were the only ones who had it ready before launch.
Now, this was one of those games that look, the eye test rarely fails me at my age in video games. Like, it's quite rare for the eye test to fail. But this one, I think, did. So just looking at the game being played, I was like, this looks a little bit yucky. I don't know if I want to play this game. Because Jesse messaged me. He's like, we got a code for Double Dragon Revive. He's like, do you want to review it? I'm like, no. Like, it does not look good at all. And then like 10 minutes later, I got back to him. I'm like, you know what? Just give me the code. I'll review it. And I started playing it, and I'm like, I don't hate this game.
It's okay. It's okay to not hate it, you know.
This is actually not that bad. It's not good per se, but it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. It's actually kind of, again, what was that other game I said last week that I was playing, and I said it's endearing? Like there are things about this game that are quite solid, like the combat. It does struggle. This game does struggle a bit moving within the 3D space that it has allotted itself. There are moments where you kind of get lost. It has trouble locking in on an enemy sometimes. So you have these little... There's jank. It has very real jank. But there are moments also when the combat gets going and things start to shine. And there's cool, funny little things. Like, there are cheese moments. Like, I was on this elevator... and I eventually broke all the glass on the elevator. I can't remember if I recorded footage or not of it. And if you use Y, it's an attack that sort of just wipes whoever's in front of you and hits them up against a back wall. And so I broke the glass on this elevator and just started Ying everyone, and they were all just being thrown out of this elevator. And it made the whole elevator sequence a lot easier. And there's cool, funny moments like that. It's this weird mix of jank, but cool combat, but then it's got a useless jump kick. It's the most useless jump kick in the history of scrolling beat-em-ups. But it's not as terrible as it looks. That's all I'll say. If you're into these sorts of games, it's actually not as horrible as it looks. And I don't even know if I'll end up giving it a score as low as IGN. I may end up a touch higher than IGN. It's really not that bad. Like, it's okay. Like, I reckon another year of development time and fixing the little quirky... Like, it feels like Arc System Works. Yep, the A team is on Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, and we've got just a smaller team on this. If they gave it a bit more budget, a bit more time, and more resources, it could actually turn out to be something great.
Wow.
But as it is right now, it's the jank might be a turnoff for a lot of people. And yes, Mr. Hipshot, there's heaps of funny moments like that. Like, I walk into a casino and I do the Y punch and I'm smashing people into the pokey machine, or you're smacking people into a bin, or you're punching people into a pool. Like, there's funny little... And you start trying to do these things, those interactive elements. It's like... probably arguably the most interactive scrolling beat 'em up I've seen in terms of what you do affecting the environment. But yeah, it's
this full playthrough is.
Are you sure? I thought it was Arc System Works that developed it, and it was published by someone else.
This full gameplay is 2 hours and 20 minutes for the whole thing.
Nah, it's longer than that.
It must be a part one then. Nope, it says gameplay walkthrough full game, 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's right. You're right, Zach Riley. Sorry. It's developed by Ukes, the guys that made all those old wrestling games.
Yeah.
And they even co-made the wrestling games with Aki,
Mm-hmm.
the 64 classics. But when you look at AEW wrestling versus this, it's clear who was mostly behind those wrestling games, and that was Aki, AKI. But look out for my review soon. I will endeavor to get that done as soon as possible in between the 50 million games I'm playing. But that's Double Dragon Revive. I've been playing... Do you want me to go to the next old game?
Yeah.
So, in toying and experimenting with my ROG Ally, now I have access to 1,000 PC games that I've owned for years.
Oh,
and I miss it. I miss the Saboteur. I miss it. It's not backwards compatible on Xbox 360. And I thought, let's see how the ROG Ally runs it. So I installed the Saboteur. After fucking around with the controls a lot, because this is the annoying part about fucking
old
PC
PC
gaming.
ports are horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, just all the piss farting around and whatever. I ended up having to sort of give up and tried to play the game. I had to essentially use the ROG as the controller to get it to work properly, which was quite frustrating. And then I tried Steam's mode where it overlays its own controls. And then what it was doing was the left trigger is the get ready to fight mode, but then Steam was also making it turn the camera. It's just super frustrating.
Steam input can really mess things up if it's not a game natively played through Steam.
But the time I was playing the Saboteur, managed to get it running at like 1080 60 or whatever. My God, that's still, shockingly, the Saboteur, despite being a 2009 game, still holds up. It holds up, and I still like it more than Grand Theft Auto. It's still a better game than Grand Theft Auto is, the Saboteur. And there's like naked ladies in it as well. Like where Grand Theft Auto teases and says, hey, look, maybe. Saboteur's like, nah, fuck it. Have boobs. Here you go. Here's some boobs. And you're just like, John's muted. And you're just like, okay, I'll take boobs. No worries. There's
Digital
DLC.
Polygonal triangular boobs from 2009.
Not triangular at all, mate.
Them.
These things look great. Pandemic cooked. Pandemic absolutely cooked.
The 2009? That wasn't a pandemic.
No, the studio was Pandemic.
Oh, sorry. I was going to be like, wait, what? The pandemic cooked?
Pandemic cooked. This game is incredible. Like, seriously, I loved it back then, and playing it now, I thought, oh, maybe it hasn't aged well. It's aged fantastically. The whole world is black and white, and as you do missions, that area becomes colored again. So it's just all of a sudden becomes full of color. And that you're just doing all these missions. You're like a resistance, and you're fighting against the Nazis, and
you're a saboteur.
Oh, man. You're a saboteur, yes. And you live in a, what's it called? Not a brothel. But I think you live in like a burlesque house, in the back of a burlesque house. Yeah. So, every time you go back to your room, there's a secret compartment in the ladies' change room. So you're going through their change room to get to your hideout. Mate, pandemic cooked. So every time you want to go back to your base, guess what you're seeing?
You're furthering the generic opinion that all video game players are basement dwelling creeps.
Most human beings like boobs. There's no getting around it. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm like, what do you want
but
me
Nick's
to say?
a
creep. But yeah, the Saboteur completely and utterly holds up. I think on 360, you had to get the DLC to get the nudity or something like that. I can't remember, but again, we're talking 16 years ago. But yeah, it's such a cool game, and the missions are cool. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at how well a 16-year-old game holds up. An open world like GTA clone. Absolutely. Like, that's a game that I wish EA and Microsoft had worked closer together to get that backwards compatible. To me, that game would have been a showpiece for backwards compatibility and like FPS boost and like res increase. It would have been a really, really good title for that. No, Machine XP. It is not backwards compatible, which is really sad.
It is in PC Game Pass Ultimate as part of EA Play.
Yes, as part of it, which I also discovered when I opened up the EA app, and I was like, wait, the Saboteur is at EA. Hold on. Searched it. I could download it. But, okay, so explain this to me, Jesse, because you seem to know about this stuff. I installed the EA version thinking, cool, maybe the game controls work better. It's like it just took the GOG version. My save file was there from GOG in the EA version. I'm like...
it probably put your save file in the exact same part of my documents. Some games are like that. Sometimes they install to the same, so they might install to different spots. Like one goes to your GOG folder, one goes to your EA folder. Maybe the GOG games just make their own folder and program files. But where your save file goes is normally determined by the game. So sometimes it gets picked up. I don't know if that's the case there, but it can be.
The EA version just took my GOG save file. I was like, okay.
Nice.
I mean, that's cool that I don't have to start again, but guess what? Controller support still not there.
Most of the time, those older games, it's just the PC version sucked. It's like if you go back to Fear, even getting Fear to run it all now on PC, you have to go in and get like DirectX DLL injectors and shit to make it work. Otherwise, it just runs like 2 frames a second, even though your PC could probably run it. The handheld could probably run it at 120 locked. But, yeah.
Okay.
Old PC ports were terrible.
What else have I been playing? Which one do you want to go to next? Just in order?
Yeah, just in order.
I was lucky enough
You're
for Jesse
welcome.
to get me a code. I said I was lucky enough.
Yeah, that's why I said you're welcome.
For Jesse to get me a code for Pokémon Legends Z-A, Z-A, which is the game that Twitter has been shitting on lately. Like, that's what's been on my feed. Twitter has been very much hating Pokemon Legends. So I was like, oh, okay, let's see what this is. Because I completed Shield. Shield was the first Pokemon game I've ever beaten from start to finish. Played all the others, just never beaten them. And so what they've done very differently with Legends is they've blended a little more real-time with their turn-based. So I think apparently Final Fantasy is like that, 16. Is that right?
Yeah, Final Fantasy is like a bunch of press X, press Y to do attacks, but also then you queue up your magic and all that shit. It's all real time.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's a little more real time blended in. And it took some adjusting at first. Like, to begin with, I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm used to just take turns back and forth, back and forth. Now it's like you're going at each other. It's all happening kind of in real time.
I think that's the Legends thing, is the more real time.
Okay. I do love... There are aspects of it that I absolutely love, which is you can just pull your Pokemon in and out in real time as you're walking around the world too. You can just like, this one, oh no, put this one away, put this one out, put this one in. That's really cool. Like, there are elements where the real time stuff is great, and makes it feel modern. But then in battle, I'm still wrapping my brain around not stopping and taking turns with everything. But the game's pretty good so far. A lot of fucking talking. Oh my god, there is so much stopping and talking, and it won't let me skip it. Visually, that's the thing that's been getting shit on the most. I actually don't mind how it looks.
You're a Nintendo
I
fan.
kind of like it. I just don't think it's ugly. Like, the way Twitter makes it out, you'd think it was like the ugliest video game in video game history, and it's not. When footage... It's a weird game where footage doesn't do it justice. I know that sounds strange to say, but playing it on my OLED, it actually looks kind of nice. Like, it's not an ugly game. It's
a lot better than the original, like, leaks and pictures and stuff looked, I think, overall.
Yes, and it's a lot better than what hater Twitter will have you believe, where they post low-res screenshots at funny angles to make it look like shit. It's actually not that bad.
I'm playing a glitch compilation, so I'm not any better.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God. But yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I don't mind it. I'm sure I'm in for a long game, but like, I'm actually becoming immersed in it as I play it. So it's not as bad as people make it out. So if you're into Pokemon, play it. The second last game, I told you I played a lot of games. The second last game I've been playing, I have been playing the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Now, this isn't... I haven't been playing it online. I've only been playing, just dabbling in the offline content. It's great having all these arcade perfect ports of Mortal Kombat in one place. The console ports, Mr. Hipshot, the platform is Switch. It's nice having all these things in one place. I will say what this game does is it highlights what nostalgia does to your brain. So I had Mortal Kombat on Mega Drive because I was a Sega fanboy. So I had the Mega Drive version, which was, as we all know, the superior version because it had the blood. Now, my brain remembers Mortal Kombat on Mega Drive being near arcade perfect. Near. Not quite arcade perfect, but near enough. The reality, sadly, is that it is not arcade perfect. Not even close to arcade perfect. So it is best you maybe don't bother with the console ports of all these games, lest it ruin your memory of them, and just stick to the arcade perfect ports. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is obviously the jewel in the crown. But man, the input reading and cheating shit that the game still does. Like, I set every single game in that collection to very easy, and it still kicked my ass because of the input reading and the cheating that it does from way back in the day. And I remember being a young kid playing Mortal Kombat going, how does the game know what move I'm about to do? Like, the game just knows. I remember thinking that back then, this thing is cheating. And it was nice to discover that it actually was, in fact, cheating.
Yep.
Which pissed me right off.
To eat your
I didn't
quarters.
play online. Yes, I didn't play online, but I saw Maximilian stream. I just had him on in the background and I was watching him stream online. Oh boy, he was streaming the PS5 version, which is apparently full of input lag. And like, there's other problems across all versions online, like sound issues and all sorts of stuff. So I think they have a little bit of work to do patching it. I had an issue, which was apparently a Switch 1 back compat issue, where the PlayStation 1 games play but won't display anything. So you can hear the sound, the game's going, but you're not seeing anything. So that's apparently a back compat issue, which needs to be fixed. But that's Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Very expensive for what it is. Now,
$50
the last game
US.
I've been playing, I was actually playing it with John and a patron, and maybe even more than just a patron. What's Jay White again? Is Jay White higher than just
Jordan White
Baseline?
is EP, I think, executive producer.
Yeah, he might be an executive producer. So John, Jordan, and I were playing Arc Raiders last night.
Fuck yeah.
That's all John wants to do. It's why he's
alive, baby.
Yeah.
Jesse
I'll
goes,
be playing it right now.
yeah, Jesse goes, there's a code for Arc Raiders. I was like, can I have it? And he's like, are you going to play it? I was like, yeah.
95% of the codes I give you are just for digital hoarding. You don't play them.
I said, I will. I'll play it. And I played it last night when I had a moment. I spent all of yesterday like cleaning and shit. And so I sat down, did the tutorial. Jay White invited me into his game. And I'm like, dude, I'm still doing... And then John must have seen me playing on Discord. He's like, oh, how good is that? I'm like, man, I just started.
I loaded up and I did the tutorial and I immediately had both Deadly Headley and John say, are you playing? Are you playing? It's like, no.
I'm doing that tutorial where you're in the wind and you're going down that path with the wrecked cars and it's all windy and then they start shooting at you. And you go,
yep.
yes, I was just doing that part. And then John's like, how good is that? I'm like,
I don't know yet.
And anyway, when I got through the tutorial, then I jumped into matches with John and Jordan, and it was good. I like it.
Man, I this is probably my favorite multiplayer game of the year. Like, multiplayer, I must underline and underscore. I did a 5-hour stream last night. I played a bunch of the Service Lamb. Like, I've had some incredible moments, and like, for folks that are like wary of PvP or worried that it's an ultra hardcore game, it is hardcore in its concept of the brutality of you've lost everything, suck it up.
Yes. Oh my god.
But
yes.
it is the most accessible one out there, I think. Like, the reality is you can just keep doing a free loadout and just go in with basic bitch stuff, and you might walk away.
But I like doing my own stuff. I like having my own stuff.
There will come a point where you have to, like, especially if you go on some of the later maps, you're going to want to have some more powerful gear, and as you take on more and more challenges. But I am addicted. Like, I want to be playing this right now. I want to be playing it tomorrow.
Shit, now your head's gone. I am curious what you end up thinking of the extraction mode inside of Black Ops 7.
Yeah. So I know it's shipping with one, right? So I'm curious how that's going to go.
So when you finish the campaign in Black Ops, you then open up a whole extraction mode with a whole power thing to go through and gear up. Kind of nuts. Oh, here's John dying.
Yep, I definitely die here. And the wonderful thing about this is I've been in this situation, and I've like you can press a button and be like, dude, don't kill me, like let me live. I've got kids to feed. And sometimes they'll be like I was playing with who was I playing with earlier today? I think I was playing with Deadly, and we came across someone, and I just immediately I was like, no mercy, threat. Took him out, and as I was shooting, he was like, whoa, don't do it now. And then he was downed, and then we were like, oh, I'm really sorry, man. He was like, I don't mean any harm, man. And we got him back up, and we let him live, and then we went
shot you.
No, we defibbed him, and we let him go on his way. But that is the beauty of the game.
There was a time it was all the people just up on the cliff, and they just wanted to hang out and play music with you.
Yeah, it did. Someone did eventually throw a grenade, and all hell broke loose.
No,
but
that happens.
It's those emergent moments where the game is very much like something like Sea of Thieves, right? Where it's this, and the people that are out there that are like, oh no, they should make a PvE because the arc is fun to fight. Yes, the arc is, but as soon as you take out the potential for another human being to come in and either do something awesome or fuck up your shit, you are gutting the heart of the game, which is what they did to Sea of Thieves. But I would
the PvE modes were there for the people who never want a PvP, though.
Then the game isn't for them, and they should move on with their lives.
Or they were never going to play it. It didn't change it for you, and most people still play the regular mode.
Sea of Thieves has changed as it's become easier and less harsh and less mean, and it's now strips the heart of the game to the point where you can skip everything and just sit in your own little pocket bubble.
But you had quit playing, so it was your fault.
Yeah, because it's not fun anymore. They've ruined.
Anyway,
like you go out there, you don't encounter other people. It is just true.
How about no Sea of Thieves tangent?
Yes,
sure thing, Mr.
What
Tangent.
you just said is what Jordan White and I did. So before you jumped in, Jordan White and I were playing, and he turned on the proximity chat because we heard some guys rummaging in this building we were going into, and we're like, "Hey guys, we're friendly. Don't shoot. We're friendly." And you heard this like young kid going, yeah, hey guys, how are you? Like we started talking to each other. We're raiding this building. Then they went their way, we went our way. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I like that. That was good. And then I started doing like a Fortnite emote dance thing. The
funny thing is, like a lot of people, I'm curious how mainstream press is going to cover it, right? Because I was surprised to see so few final previews or reviews in progress, right? And obviously, you know, it broke 300,000 concurrents on Steam, which is pretty admirable, right?
It is the biggest extraction shooter ever on the platform.
And you're seeing now other sites be like, oh, you know, maybe I should try out Arc Raiders. And the thing that I'm curious how mainstream game media is going to handle this is Embark use AI. They use AI in a number of ways. They use AI for voice actors, which they have agreements with, and then they use their AI to generate other variants of their voice. They did it for the finals when they released that as their first game. Because the finals has team announcing, right? So, hey, we don't want to record 10,000 lines. We're a small studio. Can we hire you, utilize your voice, and then we'll use machine learning to come up with announcements on a line depending upon how a team's performing. With Arc Raiders, and some of this is I've read and I haven't fully verified, but I understand that they've used AI again in, if you're playing a multiplayer, Nick, and you'll love this, if you make your character whatever you want it to be, in the voice chat options, you can set a outward voice that's not your own, and the game will automatically send out the voice you've selected in place of your own voice. So you can fully have a female voice, you can have a male voice, different accents, stuff
for many women who otherwise get really creeped on by people like Nick. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Equally, I believe they use machine learning to dictate how the drone type machines physics work, and I thought this was super cool. So rather than hand animate and build physics engines and stuff like that, they let the physics engine do it, but the machine, if you hit it from this angle and you knock out this propeller, it will tumble like this and try and recover, and it's all done using machine learning. And even the behaviors of the AI machines, they will get better over time because they are constantly learning as we all play, which is slightly cool. I think
context-sensitive callouts on pings, making all their content because they are a tiny team, yet it is a very big map. Like they used it in a lot of different ways. They used it as a tool.
Correct. But I think this is such a cool game, and I really am quite addictive.
Have you played it, Jesse?
Yeah, I played it during the server slam. I've done the tutorial. I played it a fair bit. I quite enjoyed it. It's the Division of extraction shooters.
That's what I thought. I was thinking to myself while playing it, thinking, this game has blown up. How come the Division... isn't the Division essentially the same thing?
No, the Division is a looter. It's more like third-person Diablo. It had an extraction mode that people really liked, survival, which they are bringing back.
That was the Dark Zone and stuff, wasn't it?
Well, the Dark Zone's similar to that, but you don't lose all your gear in there. But survival was a different mode. You had to go in, you had a loadout, you lose your gear, you're like in the deep winter, all that type of stuff. But obviously, this is a fully built-out, fleshed-out, this is what it is game compared to that. So, yeah. But the Dark Zone was you can lose the stuff you're looting, but if you've already got gear on, you don't lose that.
Yeah, I also played with Predrag earlier today. He's got a copy, and he and I were discussing the art and sound design, and that's the other thing that I think people really need to have headphones on and experience. Like if you're gonna play this, play it with a decent set of headphones.
Feels great.
It feels
solid
really
gunplay,
but the visuals and the audio and the art style all just combine to give you this vibe. And this is a dystopian world where machines rule the surface of the earth, and yet there's so much color and vibrancy to it that it's just it's so tense. And I know it was
I actually like all the artwork, as in the key art, the logo, the retro stylings of everything. I actually quite
gorgeous.
Like
We'll have a comment on it later in the comment section, but somebody did not like the rainbow in our YouTube thumbnail, even though it's literally just the colors from the game.
That's the logo. Like that's that rainbow style thing, because it's not a full on rainbow.
Yeah, it's only
just
4 out of 6.
Rainbow of colors. Yeah. That is a very much a 70s inspired graphic element, and that's the aesthetic they're quite clearly going for in all their design work. A company called AIM Controllers that does custom PlayStation and Xbox controllers. How nice is the DualSense they made? The Arc Raiders DualSense.
Best ones I've seen. So clean.
Is. Oh, and I had PlayStation fans getting upset at me saying, "Why the hell does this look better than almost all the controllers that Sony put out?" And they're all getting upset at me. Oh no, it does. I'm like, it does. This is a stunning looking controller. This Arc Raiders controller. It looks so nice. Check it out on Twitter. Like, look up AIM Controllers, and they're showing their Arc Raiders controller that they made, and it's
lovely,
gorgeous. It is so nice.
I would wholeheartedly recommend, if you're sitting here feeling the FOMO as you're seeing people kind of start talking about this.
That's why I wanted the code off Jesse.
It's got the grind. Like I think the footage that Jesse's showing, I'm like desperately on a hunt. Like, you've got this chicken called Scrappy who after every time you go out will gather you a set amount of supplies, and you can level him up so he gathers you more basic supplies. That
you can get him outfits too for real money.
Bandages, yeah. He's got a cool Aussie hat actually for me. But like these little missions that you get, and these like, right, I need to go out and do a raid to do this thing. Like I went out and took Deadly out earlier, and I was like, and Predrag, I was like, lads, we're going into the buried city. I need a cat bed. I know it's in this area. We're going to go in. We're going to get out. And they were like, okay. And it was like, we were in and we were out and we were down in the train station. But it doesn't always go to plan. And those moments where other human beings come in and interfere, or you hear people moving, the tension is off the fucking charts. It is so like, fuck.
It is. It's good.
Especially when you've got a full stack of goods, right? You've got your blueprint and your epic level items, and you're like, I need to get out now.
You want to know why I think this game's going to have legs long term? Because in my first couple of games, I got that same tension feeling I got playing PUBG and Fortnite when you're in those last few in a battle royale, and like it's super tense. Yeah. I got those same like
the vibes.
Like we were playing, and of course I play it wrong. Like John was constantly telling me off. Like
you were like, "Ooh, shiny," and then I'm like,
"Yeah," I'm like, "Ooh, I need to get all this stuff," and all I can hear is. And John's like, they're on me. And I'm like, wait, I'm getting all this stuff. I'm grabbing all this stuff. He's like, stop fucking looting. They're on me. And I'm like, I'm just going through all this stuff.
Oh, man.
I'm like Homer
I'm
Simpson.
spewing.
I'm going, and all I can hear is bullets flying. And John's like, there's three of them. I'm on my own. And I'm like looting. Oh, shit. That was pretty funny. When Jay White was there, it was a bit better for you because you had someone with you.
Yeah,
but there was this one time.
Jordan White knows what he's doing, right? He was calm, collected, cool.
There was this time when John and Jordan had gone to the extraction point, but I was still looting. And then the Ark robots came after me, and I had like 2 of them on me, and I'm like running like this to the extraction point. I'm like,
come on,
shit,
let's
I can't
finish
grab
this whole
anymore.
story. What happened, Nick?
Yeah, they shot me. The Ark
you were
robots took me
down?
down. And then I'm like
claimed to
crawling, and
fucking-
John's like,
who claimed to
all right, I'll come and get ya. And he's all of a sudden I see
Fuck you.
John's little marker going up the stairs, and I'm like crawling towards these stairs. And John's like, okay, just fall down the stairs. I don't want to go up there and have them see me. So I'm just like, jump off this ladder and I like land flat on the ground. And then John like revives me, and then we're like straight to the extraction point.
Yeah,
It was pretty funny.
There's I'm gonna send Jesse this because it really, really fucking cracked me up. This is the kind of stuff that can happen. And like it is organic like this, but see if you can play this clip, Jess. Like I saw this on Twitter and it made me fucking crack up, right? Because you've got this real human interaction. So in this particular clip, there is a player who's calling in the extraction, and someone gets downed. Right, and it's a random. It's not on their team. They're playing solos. Right, so he's like, this guy's calling in. He's like, come on, I'll hold the extraction list for you. He's calling to him, come on. And the guys come in, and he's like, okay, I've avoided fire. Okay, I've healed. Okay, time to trigger it. And then this happens. Like, it
It's
is
playing.
pure,
People can hear it.
yeah, pure glory. Look at this.
What is it?
And that's it.
No! Goodbye, my friend.
Oh, it's brutal.
Wow. The guy
Oh.
saved. So he gets in. The guy
He
who was
gets in.
downed is still alive and is able to extract. But the other guy got blown to shit by the robot.
And he goes, goodbye.
Goodbye, my friend.
No!
It's so
Yeah.
good. It's so good. And that stuff happens all the freaking time. And when you pull something off and your team sees 2 other teams and you're watching from afar, you go in and you third party them. Oh, there's no better feeling, man. So yeah,
I'm
if
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
any patrons see me online, feel free to hit me up. My gamer tag is my ID. I'm playing the Xbox version, which is Play Anywhere, so I'm playing on PC. I can play on Xbox when I'm around my missus' house. It's glorious. I love it. It's fantastic. One of the best multiplayer games this year, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Anyway.
What else you been playing,
that-
John?
Oh, yeah. That was the end of Nick's What Have We All Been
Yes.
Playing segment.
It's
It was
actually a
long one.
game I forgot. It's actually a game I forgot about.
You're out. You're out. You've wrapped up. You can talk
Or
about
maybe
it
you
next.
guys have been playing it.
Depends. What is it?
Battlefield RedSec?
I haven't tried it yet. Sorry.
Ah.
Upgraders is sucking up all of my life
I did.
attention.
I played Battlefield RedSec. Maybe I'll talk about it next week. And when
But
I play
before
more.
I go into my other game, I want to acknowledge some language that Nick used earlier when he referred to Jordan White as just a patron. And I wanted to express
I wasn't saying just a
disappointment
patron, as
in
in
that phrasing. Because
when I
all
said
our
just a
patrons are
patron,
equal
I
to us.
meant as in the base tier. I couldn't remember if he was executive producer, MVP, or base tier, and it came out as
we all know what
just
you
a patron, as in base tier, whatever.
mean. But we've got a super chat from Cody Bishop.
Yes, we do. I had it ready before. Playing Dragon Quest 1, 2 on Switch, and I have 3. Not sure which to play first. 3 is a prequel, but they say 1 is shorter and easier to jump into. Any thoughts? Oof, I think
I
you're
don't
talking
think-
to the wrong crowd for that one.
Where's Chengiz? Chengiz?
Well, Mr. Hipshot's in chat. He can probably
Oh,
answer.
Mr. Hipshot can answer that question in the chat for sure. Yeah. We are not the right crowd to answer that.
This is the wrong crowd to ask for JRPGs. I'll
Oh,
tell
no,
you right
I
now.
know.
I'll be like,
that's literally the only JRPG I've never played.
oh, Dragon Quest.
For the
My
big
answer
ones,
would be
yeah.
Grandia? I don't know. Play Grandia. I don't know. Play Skies of Arcadia.
I've
yeah, I
been
don't know.
playing Simon the Sorcerer. And this is pure And look, I'm going to fully admit,
No, John, go look at the Open Critic. You are like 1 point off now.
Oh, fair enough. I feel like, though, for every single person that reviewed this, they were like my age, played Simon Sorcerer as a kid, and have been letting nostalgia just a little bit. But I have to give the team that made this. So Simon the Sorcerer Origins is a prequel to a 1993 point-and-click adventure game series that was on a bunch of different platforms. I played it on the Amiga before playing Simon Sorcerer 2 CD-ROM on my 486 PC back in the day. They have a very special place in my heart. I loved them. They were great.
Some people, it has a way specialer place with this 4.9 out of 5 and 95 out of 100.
I mean, look, the thing I will say is I didn't personally like the art style. When they revealed Simon Sorcerer Origins, I was like, they Disneyified my childhood a little bit, and it feels too it didn't feel right. And even after playing it through, I went and immediately picked up Simon 1 and 2 on Steam, and they've got this lovely pixel art style. And I somehow, back in 1993, the game felt more detailed than this modern Disney-esque version that I'm playing.
That's what nostalgia does.
I'm comparing them to and from, and obviously with point-and-click adventure games, you're looking in the environment for like what's interactable.
Yes.
Whereas in these modern ones, you can press tab and it will show you all the hotspots where you can click on stuff. It's been streamlined, it's been simplified a little bit, but the
modern
team
audiences,
that made this,
bro.
Yeah, modern audiences. But the team that made this, an entirely Italian development studio called Small Thing Studios, they got it right. They got the essence of the character right, the humor, even though it's very British, very dry, very sarcastic, they got it all correct, and they made a great Simon the Sorcerer game. So for that, I had to give them props. If you're a fan in any way, shape, or form, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this kind of prequel. And it's got loads of like nods to it. I included a couple in my review, like when he's walking up and the title screen goes. You've got Chris Barry, who was Rimmer in Red Dwarf, voicing this character. He's got like a high-pitched voice changer on him a little bit. But he stops and he looks at the title and goes, Simon the Sorcerer Origins? Who thought a prequel would be a good idea? And there's all sorts of jokes like that. Like when he meets the wizard that's been in every Simon the Sorcerer, he's like, Calypso, don't you remember me? He's like, shh, this is a prequel. We haven't met each other yet. It's very fourth wall. I had fun. I had really, really good fun. And I only had to ask the developer for because I was running out of time. Because I was trying to review this whilst moving house and everything else, and it's a puzzle game, right? And I was like, there was a couple of moments where I was like, what do I do? I can't figure it out. Where I had to ask for some assistance, but otherwise, they were very kind. They gave me some vague hints to help me on my way, which is always how I appreciate to be kind of given a nudge. I really, really liked it. It felt like a good return to form. So for any of my fellow Simon the Sorcerer fans, it's worth a go if you're a fan of the series, for sure.
That's cool.
But yeah, other than that,
I used to love those games as a kid. Space Quest, Police Quest.
I've decided whenever my next flight out is to the States and I've got to sit there for 10 hours, I'm going to play through the entirety of Simon the Sorcerer 2.
Just don't bring your real phone anymore.
Huh?
Don't bring your real phone that has your social media on it anymore.
I make sure I don't post anything.
Why?
They check them. You're not allowed in if you don't let them check.
Yep, got no issues with that, mate. I don't do anything that needs to be hidden away, nor do I make any publicly facing
checks the
comments
phone?
that would be
Immigration.
Seriously? They can request when it's different.
You're pretty white. They probably won't.
If you're applying for a visa, they will ask you to provide all social media accounts, but I'm not applying for a visa. It's just an ESTA. I'm just visiting.
Really?
That's not normally a problem. But yeah, man.
They ask for your social media.
Yeah, and a lot of people now have taken to carrying burner phones when they're traveling and leaving their real phone at home if they're going to visit the States, just in case they've ever once said, this guy sucks.
Or you have a JD Vance meme and you get sent back.
Yeah, there was a Scandinavian kid that got sent back. He was out there to do something educational for 2 weeks, and they wouldn't let him in because he had a JD Vance fat meme on his phone.
Wow.
I mean, the fragilest of egos right now from the US government, I think. But
my God.
Anyways,
no gaming in politics unless it's the politics I agree with.
Make sure that if I come to the US, start deleting all those tweets, go through my tweet history and start deleting.
Yeah, man, it's fucking terrifying, right? Anyways, Jesse, to round off this now hour and a bit long segment of what have we been playing this week?
I guess I'll try and be quick.
Why?
You take your time, bro. We're talking about games.
I got a review going live on Tuesday. I've also got another one going live on Friday. Neither of them have embargoes. It's really weird. This does not happen often, yet with both Dead Static Drive and Voidtrain. I'll start with Dead Static Drive, which I am going to... Boy, not good. I feel bad.
Really?
Great ideas. Cool look. Really cool music. I'm waiting to see. I asked. I haven't heard back. Unless there's a day one patch. I'm going to get... It's the first one of these games I've got on Game Pass I've given the score since Scorn. So if you remember the Scorn review that people still get mad at me about, it's going to be like that. So keep an eye out for that one. On Tuesday, you'll get the whole review as the game hits Game Pass. Maybe you guys like it way more than I do once it hits on Wednesday. A game I would like to wax poetic about, in a genre I generally hate, is Voidtrain. It is a...
I was watching you play that.
It is 1000% a survival crafting game, but it's in such a tiny little environment. It is just around your train. So it's a weird game. Its production values are insanely high for what you would think of this. Like, just looks great, sounds great, great music, good voice acting, controls really well. I'm only playing on PC. I don't know what it's like on Xbox yet. Hopefully I'll know before the review hits. Decently long. Like, I'm 9 hours in. I still got plenty of stuff to learn and to do, but you are slowly but surely... I'm showing when I've got a steam engine. I'm actually up to a full-on boiler engine now.
Wow.
Like, when you start, you just have, like, the little friggin' hand crank, and that's your engine, and you're hand cranking to move. And you are slowly but surely, piece by piece, building your train. 1 to 4 player co-op, entirely about resource management and finding stuff, but everything is right next to your train while you're going down the tracks. And you very quickly start getting things that grab all the stuff around for you, and so you can focus. There's lots of combat against... There's a shark that's always flying around you that has a lot of health and heals quickly. And so eventually I got strong enough weapons. It took 5 hours. I finally got something besides a revolver, and I was able to kill him once I was done with the stream, of course. It has been in early access for like 4 years. It was supposed to be in game preview for that time and never came to game preview, but it is. As I talked directly with the devs, who are also the publishers at Hype Train Digital, they're like, yep, it's still coming to Xbox, coming to Game Pass day one. It's all there on November 7th. And again, no embargo.
Wow. Yeah, I suppose if it's been in early access for so long, a lot of people have played a lot of it, right?
Yeah. It's crazy. The only 2 reviews are from 2023, both saying it needs more of this and this and this. I'm like, oh, it has all that. So they definitely took that to heart. So you're just grabbing stuff, crafting it. You've got...
It looks really good.
Like, it's very pretty. It works incredibly. It plays great on the Ally. Mostly played it on PC. I haven't seen what it's like on Xbox yet. We'll see. Like, man, it is, and you see how I've got literally 1 train platform, and I'm just doing this to start. But then as you build it up, it also, so pretty much it is not a roguelike or anything like that. It is just a full-on playthrough. You go through an area, eventually you reach a depot. I've gone to 11 depots now. Some of them are full-on story beats. Sometimes in between depots, there are long story beats. It just keeps adding more mechanics. It definitely feels like one of those games that, like, in here's what my train looks like now. Like, I've got the whole thing. I've built all the walls. I've built the full steam engine, which I just upgraded to. I think this is actually the boiler engine. No, this is the steam engine. I haven't got footage of the boiler one yet. And I'm going in for this whole big, long story thing. Like, they are mixing in very smartly. Once it kind of feels like you've got a lot of time, you build up your train, you get a bunch of shit. You get better weapons when you go and fight people and they drop them, and you can change your weapons up, and there's different tables for crafting all types of different things. It is a shockingly big, dense game, and I've got these rough limos, these little guys who will work on all the different parts of my train, so I don't have to constantly focus on them myself, so they really help with single player. But again, if you got 4 people, the 10 hours I've done, he probably would have done about 40 times as much friggin' overall stuff. It's super unique. It's really pretty. It's one of those games you're like, man, never heard of this dev, never heard of anything like they do a lot of publishing generally. But this game is it's like the opposite of what Dead Static Drive ended up being for me. Where it's like, this looks cool, but I have no idea how it's going to turn out. And instead of being really disappointed, I am blown away. So I'm just going to keep playing it nonstop all week to have a review out either Thursday or Friday. Again, because there's no embargo. But with smaller games, you generally have to hit it once people are about to play it, because that's when they're going to be looking for it. But yeah,
I'll come and I've got a code. I'll come and join.
Mm-hmm. I gave you many extra. 3.
Yeah. I mean,
but getting people away from our creators, it's a hard time. I know.
It's hard. Like I did ask my crew, and they were like,
But there's like so at any point when I'm in the fog here, and then another train track just shows up, and then another friggin' a train full of computer guys just shows up, and I've got to start murdering them all because I actually finally have another gun that can do it.
Maybe there'll be some patrons that might want to jump in to assist.
And because there's no embargo, we don't have to worry too much, because half the time it's like, hey, you want to help us with something? But also you have to shh.
Sign your NDA, yeah?
But yeah, like I've got a shotgun here that's just full of nails, and I'm just blasting people apart. It's got the whole it's got the armor system from like Call of Duty, where you get the plate and you put the plate in. It's really fun. I've really enjoyed it a lot, and I'm interested to see how it ends up going through the whole run.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not all. There's way too much. I'll be quicker with some of the other ones. So it's always tougher when I'm the one talking, because I also have to look up the clips. Oh God, Asmongold plays. I don't give a shit. I just put in no commentary. Halls of Torment, which was in early access for a while. Thank you. No commentary, God Dog. Give you a thumbs up on your clip. It is very much old school looking Diablo bullet heaven. With
very reviewed this, right?
It has very long runs, so that is one thing to keep an eye on. Like the runs in Halls of Torment are at least half an hour, unlike something like one of the other games I'll talk about in a bit, Megabonk, which can be very short. But it is 1,000,000% a bullet heaven game. I haven't seen anything like on the evolution front, which is what I really like about Vampire Survivors and Ball Pit, where you're making those builds where you're also then making a friggin' ball that's literally Satan from a succubus and an incubus in Ball Pit. This one's on Game Pass day one. Play anywhere. I've been hopping between. It's fun. You just have to have a little bit of time, because much longer runs than a lot of these games tend to have. So that is the main thing I would warn people about. If you're used to, I've got 10 minutes, I'll play a Vampire Survivors run. Not enough for this one. You need like half an hour unless you're going to die real quick. So, but it's fun.
Spartan Survivors.
Haven't touched it.
Huh.
Yeah, I know Ferry just did a review of that one. He liked it a bit.
It's free on Steam.
Yep, it has to be free.
I played that too. I played that too. It's another game I was playing. I've never played this many games in like 1 week before.
Well, it happened the moment you got a Windows device. You're just playing everything.
But I'm playing most of them on console.
I know. That's the way it works. One of the other ones I got, if you were into Demon's Tilt, the follow-up Xenotilt, instead of being about demons, is about aliens. Just a gigantic pinball game with tons of cool shit. I was going to try and review it. It's been really hard. He wasn't able to make an Xbox code until it was already out. And now I was stuck into other things, so I'll take a look. But it's a lot of fun. If you like Demon's Tilt, Xenotilt's awesome. This person playing is not very good. But it's not my footage.
Looks great.
Yeah, really pretty. And like there's a whole top to the board I hope he actually gets to at some point, which actually has like the boss from the box art and everything. Let me see, do you ever get up above? Do you stay up above if you get there?
I actually like pinball games a lot.
Yeah, it's like Demon's Tilt, where it's like 3 levels essentially, and you're going through and you're trying to finish missions and shit that are listed on the right there. And there's a lot more to it than just being a gigantic pinball game. They're really fun.
Bringing back a lot of memories of Space Cadet on Windows 98 or 95.
Oh my god, yeah.
Space Cadet wishes it was Demon's Tilt.
Two highly underrated pinball games. Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy that had the Rumble cartridge, and Metroid Pinball on DS. Fucking good games, man.
Oh.
Really good games. But yeah, pinball games are cool.
Yep, and that's one of my favorite ones. The Demon's Tilt was Play Anywhere and in Game Pass. This one's not Play Anywhere or in Game Pass yet, but it's well worth its $20.
Have you played Inks, Jesse?
Never heard of it.
I assume it's on Android. I'm sure it's not just iOS. It's a mobile pinball game called Inks. It's super minimalist and clean. It's like artwork, and the goal is around the table there's segments, right? And they're color coded. Mauve, navy blue, yellow, like a mustard, all that sort of stuff. And you complete the level by activating each of those color zones, and it splashes color when you hit them. And you got to do it in as few moves as possible. So it's like you're taking a shot with the ball rather than just a traditional straight up pinball game. I think you'd like it. It's called Inks.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's actually like INKS. It's really nice. I just play it on and off on my phone and my iPad. It's actually a really nice pinball game. I think you, as just like this time wasty, got to fill in a few minutes.
Not often you see gameplay footage on YouTube of somebody just like holding their iPad and pointing a camera at it.
Yeah. That you're showing it now. That's Inks. It's really, like, you can see it. Look how minimal it is. And see, there they are. There's the color zones, and you got to hit those. And that's how and you do it in as few moves as possible. So there, let's see what he does. Okay, see that? See the color just splash, and you're creating art on the table? It's such a cool game. Like, if you like pinball games, there you go, done. He did it in 3 shots. Next level. It's really cool. I think you might like it.
Yeah, maybe. But what I in fact did enjoy, despite it being a little janky, was 2 Patreon peeps I did. I'll get to real quick. First one was Tormented Souls 2. If you are a Patreon of any level, you'll see this old school Resident Evil style game. And it very much is. If I don't go to the gameplay, it is. You got those friggin' camera angles that are static, and they jump between things as you move, and the controls feel like shit the moment. Every time it jumps, the controls just fuck up real bad.
Okay.
But it's definitely that. It's a really weird story where you and your twin sister, who is 10 years younger than you, Tormented Souls 1 was complicated, end up in a convent, and there's crazy nuns and crazy people. Everything goes bad. It looks surprisingly nice, and if you're into the survival horror type games, it's got easy mode.
Yeah, that's very much Resident Evil 1.
Yeah, no, it is. It's 1,000,000% inspired by those old games. That's a whole Patreon's peeps you can watch. There is even shooting where you pull out the gun and then she just automatically shoots in that direction. It was a nail gun I had. I got an hour in or something on the peep. And the other one, which I had heard was very good because of all the reviews it had.
I watched this and I really want to play
this game's amazing. It is called Earthion. It is what you think shmups used to be. But then when you see what they do and everything that they come to, technology-wise and mixing it all together to look old, but then once you're really in it, it just feels so good and so new. As a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, just really cool look, feels great. But you see the way the ship's moving and all that rotating, but then it goes into being the little tiny pixel graphic. And it constantly is doing stuff like that.
R-Type. Yeah, it's like R-Type.
Yeah, it's trying to be one of those old types of games, but it's way better than any of them ever were for me.
Wow. Okay.
It's shockingly good. It was because YouTube chat has memory leaks and it always crashes. But yeah, Earthion is amazing. And if I have the time during
is this Steam only?
I was playing on Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, is it? It's not Play Anywhere, is it?
No.
This is like a perfect ally game.
Nope. But I mean, just stream from your home console.
Yeah, I guess.
Feels great.
Is it on Game
Speaking
Pass?
of Patreon peeps, just as a heads up, I will be making one later this week because after someone nudged me and said, "Yo, you should probably check this out. This looks like a bit of you." I spoke to my good friends at Raw Fury, and they dropped me a code for the Séance at Blake Manor, which is currently only out on Steam. Very much Blueprints vibes, but you're playing as a detective. And I think someone sold it to me as if you like games like Blueprints or Pentiment. And both me and Kat were like, we liked both of those.
Do you like
games.
the Irish, though? You are British.
She is from Irish descent. So, yes. She's got a whole Irish side to her family. Tons of brothers.
My last name is Irish, and my grandpa was a 6'3" redheaded Irishman.
So, yeah, I will be checking that out, and I'll do a Patron Peeps for that, because why not? Although I was disappointed. I quickly booted it up, and it performs really badly on the Ally. And considering the type of game it is, I'm like, yeah, come on now.
It's got to be some weird driver thing. I would say try running it at like 900p or use all the tricks.
I dropped it all the way down at 720p, and it still ran like dog shit. So I'll play around with it, but yeah, I'll definitely be doing a Patreon Peeps as I check that out. I've literally only done the intro and walked up to the manor, so I don't know anything yet. So no spoilers, Throg4 in the chat. Shh. Yeah, that's all the games. Is that all the games?
I have more, but I'm not going to go over them because there's just so many.
Now, quick housekeeping thingy. So, in case you missed it, last week after the show, we held a Patreon-only town hall where we fielded your questions, spoke to some of the team that look after us in that way from Patreon. It was really, really cool. So thank you to everybody that showed up. If you watched it and you've got questions, you've got comments, you want to share your thoughts, please do not hesitate to ping us in the Patreon Discord in that lounge, and just, or drop us an email or drop us a DM. We don't mind. We're keen to hear from everyone. But we're already putting into place some new stuff. Pre-Drag is hard at work on this week on XboxEra, which we're aiming to publish either every Sunday or every Monday, which will tell you, the community, what we've got planned this week. And no, we won't give you embargoes for when reviews are going to drop, but we will tell you on Tuesday we've got this many reviews, on Thursday and so on, as well as trying to sort of lay out when things are happening, when you can expect to watch streams, beyond the ad hoc stuff that, Jesse or I will do, so that you guys can kind of like, okay, I want to tune into this, and you can kind of think ahead of time. But also, because we really want to demonstrate to the rest of the broader community out there that plays and enjoys video games and likes building a community and hanging out, that we do a lot of stuff. And we want to celebrate that a little bit as well. So
we're not looking to do more so much as keep doing as much as we do, while also doing the boring shit that pays the bills.
Yeah. So big thank you, though, to everybody that is supporting us month in, month out. We couldn't do it without you. So much love. Don't forget to hit the like button while you're there. And if you do want to join the Patreon and get access to all the cool stuff and all the extra secret bits, head over to patreon.com/XboxEra, where you can pledge your support, and it doesn't cost much. Yes, Nick.
Hold up. Earthion was made by Yuzo Koshiro.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Surprised you never heard of it.
I had heard of it. I just didn't know it was made by Yuzo Koshiro. That's who made Streets of Rage 2.
Man knows how to make games.
Why did I not receive this code?
Why would you have received this code? I actually looked it up. It was an ID at Xbox. I did specifically request a code because I wanted to play it.
So we've never had a code for it before?
No, I asked for one and got it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
It's
an
great.
R-Type clone from Yuzo Koshiro.
And it came out a while ago. It came out September 18th.
18th of September.
And it is not that expensive if memory serves.
It's $30 Australian.
Yeah. So it's $20 US. So £17 or something. 16.
Do I get it on PC or do I get it on Switch?
PC.
Yeah, I'm going to get
Switch feels like shit compared to your Ally.
Oh my God, it's even using the font. That's using the font. That little video uses the Streets of Rage font.
It's even cheaper on...
It's $30 for me on Steam.
This week's Pumpkin Jack is Earthion.
Is it on GOG?
Next
So,
week's podcast will be called Nick Goes Back to Earthion.
You all know how much I love the patrons, right? Like, I love the patrons.
If you're
so
good,
much.
he is cruising for a free game. Right,
Hi,
skip forward.
Hogate Chani.
Don't let him do it.
You there?
Don't let him do it, people. Fuck this guy. Fuck this asshole.
I know that, like, Hargeet is one of the biggest Patreon supporters.
No, stop it.
I thanked him. I was watching him on another podcast, and I jumped in the chat and said, "Hey, Hargeet, thanks for Miles Morales on Steam. I've been playing it on my ROG-LIX. If Hargeet could see it in his heart."
Oh my god,
Nick, you can buy a game. You don't have to take the money that you were going to put towards The Simpsons and just buy Earthion. You don't have to now. You'll get it from Game Pass.
Oh my god, this game looks so cool.
Yeah, I've literally just bought it on Steam.
That's the Streets of Rage font. That is the font from Streets of Rage.
I can tell two people don't watch my Peeps.
Can I just like...
I watch when I can, man.
Emphasize this, please. How good of an era of games are we in?
By far the best.
2025 has been the best year.
Much.
I think it's the best year ever.
I had someone major in gaming tell me they finally realized it has gotten to be too much for the average consumer.
It's bad. It's awesome. I love it. I'm so delighted that we get to play.
And yet so much of the coverage is so toxic.
That's because people are miserable, and the only people that want to engage with stuff and not celebrate the medium they just want to get angry about shit.
And it's annoying, and people will be like, "You're two sides," and it's like, well, no, because the fact is, clickbait and rage bait is the only way to get easy views, whether it's over here or over here. Like, it's just the same, and then they yell at each other, and they get more, and
Yep. It's rubbish. Now, from a news perspective, I'm of the opinion, and I'll go over some stuff, but I'm of the opinion that not much has actually happened this week, apart from loads of video games and stuff. We've had a little bit of a report, and bear in mind, we've been talking about all of this, but now someone, namely Mr. Jez Gerden over at Windows Central, has put all of the Xbox next-gen plans, and, it's going to be a PC with an Xbox slant.
not really.
Can I
into an actual report.
Can I ask, with all due respect to Jez,
Mm-hmm.
you all know how much I like Jez. I don't, but you know how much I like Jez. Was this not effectively confirmed by Microsoft themselves?
Is what?
About the hybrid PC console?
Nope,
and
never.
Well, it kind of was. Like, Sarah in that interview was like, the ROG's a hint to what we're doing.
Well,
That all but confirmed it.
more than that, Satya Nadella was also interviewed on I don't know what it was, like a technology podcast, live AI,
Yeah.
big bro, crypto. I don't know what it is, but he was interviewed and he specifically was like, everyone got mad. He didn't even say Xbox once because he was talking about the console and the PC. And he talked about, actually, we're kind of rethinking, like, we built the console because we wanted to build a more efficient PC for gaming. Although now we're revisiting some of that thinking and challenging that wisdom. And I'm like, yep, okay, so this is what we're doing. That's what's happening. That's out there now.
It was TBPN's podcast, and they are, I don't know, it's like Technology Pros or something. It's a really douchey, like, venture capital folk. It was painful to watch that clip to get his quotes out of it. But what it is, it's not just a PC that's an Xbox. It is Windows 12 having an Xbox mode that is separate from PC, because to keep everything kosher with back compat, that's just baked into every AMD chip moving forward. It has to be siloed off a bit, because that is like the old licenses, and licensing is always the biggest problem. The old licenses are all tied to the Xbox store on Xbox hardware, so you have that hardware in there, you have that store, siloed off, and then you've got a PC that you can also go into if you want, and that would be the next generation.
Okay. Well, again, it sounds like it's going to be my dream come true.
The console future, mate.
That can kind of do it all outside of Nintendo stuff, but yeah, it sounds like it's going to be the console that does it all. I'm just curious how the OS pans out. I'm still praying that it is, at least at a surface level for all intents and purposes, the console OS that runs everything.
It's making the full screen experience is to let you know. It just shows you installing and trying to load Earthion, but Steam sucks ass, so nothing's being shown.
I'm showing my Steam animated intro.
Wow.
Did you have to pay for that?
Yeah.
No, I had a load of points in my Steam.
Well, you get the points from paying money, so if you have points, then yeah.
I had like 80
right. I have no
points.
I have no points.
I have
because you keep making Hog Eat buy all your fucking games, bro.
I keep attaching freebies.
I've owned 2 Steam Decks, so I had like 600,000 points or something from that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, but yeah. So it's like you've got Windows over here, you've got the Xbox over here, but it still technically is all Windows, but it's siphoned off or siloed off, not siphoned. But yeah, it was pretty much having Jez finally be there to just report it instead of saying it. So it's there in writing. All the stuff we've been hearing, he now has a confirmed enough source to say, yes, this is what it is. Oh my
god, Earthion is 51 megabytes.
Yep.
Yeah. 93 meg on Switch.
Amazing.
We finally just get to see it all together, and they're hinting at it without directly saying what it is, but he just directly said it.
I genuinely hope they pull it off, like for my own selfish sake, because I want to reduce the number of boxes I have going forward. I'd like if this thing works properly, not like the ROG, which is a fantastic PC, it really is, but it's not a console. If they can make this thing a console, I legitimately don't think I'd bother with a PS6. I'll get that PlayStation handheld.
What's been really weird is, and I know the guy's going to yell, I cut you off again, but there's the speed of light only goes so fast. It's been weird because everyone just looks at it and is like, oh, well, no one's going to want it. No one's going to want an Xbox. And it's like, that isn't what happened this generation. What happened this generation was after they bought Activision, they're like, okay, we know what our plan's going to be. We know we're focusing on margins as they get into when they had their financial report and they were up 1% and everyone's like, oh shit, now that Satya and Amy see that, they're going to lose their minds. They're like, who do you think puts the report together and already knew it and had actually given way worse guidance for this quarter where they thought they'd be down 7 to 9% instead of being down 2%. So they outperformed it, but they're not trying to sell hardware at all. And
they've clearly given up this gen.
Yeah, and they gave it up in 2023 because remember 2023, Satya was talking about across the summer they were the highest seller, and then they they were the highest seller, and then they just were like, margins, we got to focus. We're swapping. That is also when they got really heavy on investing in AI. Like people keep acting like, oh, they don't give a shit about hardware, they don't give a shit about games, and they're never going to care about it again. It's like, no, they just, and the way they do, very early on, jumped over to caring about something in the future. Like as Nick has said many times, they're always ahead of the curve and sometimes way too far ahead. And so a lot of people
very
who are
Sega-like,
but their numbers have never been better. They've never made more money. Like it's always record quarter after record quarter because that's just what they're focused on at this point of a generation. They don't want to be investing to grow. They want to be reaping the rewards of all the investment they did the first 3 or 4 years of the generation. Like people just, it's very old school thinking from everyone who covers gaming. It's every single person is still always thinking of the way it used to work. But that was also when you could get a $200 Xbox One S last gen.
I am seeing, like, I know people have opinions on Chris String. Like, I've met the guy, you know, he
was very nice at SGF.
Yeah, but you can see in his writing, he's like, actually, like, if you know, and considering that is his job, speaking to these people day in, day out for his channel, you are starting to see a little bit of that come through in the writings, and it's like, actually, we need to kind of step back, big picture this shit for a second. And people obviously, look, we're called XboxEra. You guys will just defend whatever Xbox do, cucks, you know, like.
You need pussy, as we were told earlier in the show again.
Yeah. It's just the difference between console sales and who's, you know, what plastic box is winning and this is what's important versus what's important for the industry as a whole, and the reality is, and like you can't escape this, the way AAA games are made, the way most big video games are made, is no longer viable for one platform on its own to support. The only outlier in that is Nintendo, because they do not make the AAA games.
Look at
that every
Nintendo.
other developer makes.
Look at Nintendo. To grow, they had to leave gaming. They had to focus on their films, on their theme parks. Like, they had to go other places and up all their costs, except for they upped all their costs. This generation is way more expensive than last generation for them by default. Also, like, people always talk about $80 games. They have been $80 in Europe. They've been £80 in Europe, or €80, excuse me. The entire gen. It's been 80. It just started there, but it's not America, so people don't report about it the same way. But man, like, one of the other things Satya said, to have innovation, you need margins, and people are like, "What are you talking?" But think about it, John. What has the industry been for the last decade plus? It's been a money pit of venture capital money that isn't making it back, and that died. So to actually be able to do anything different, you need to make money to pay for the trying new things. Otherwise, the only thing you're ever going to invest in are the surefire home runs, of which there are none. It's like it sucks, but the way this system works, and we always were talking about how shitty it is with all of the money that keeps going into gaming as for funding it from venture capitalist companies and all that type of stuff. Embracer being built up on all their loans. Like, it didn't work. The only way it can work is if it's the thing we always talk about, scope. You have to scope everything correctly, including your budget and what you're spending on everything. And that's what he means when he says that, because they're a 70% margin company. So asking for 30% from Xbox is not crazy to them, as crazy as it feels to us, though the personal computing division, mostly carried by Windows, is at 30% now. And also, in part of Jason's reporting, the 30% is not everything. It's specific things. But also, like, you look at Call of Duty is way over 30% on its margins and has pretty much always been. So yeah, it's a very different future, which even us who try our best to keep up with all of it, it's really weird. It's weird to know how it's going to go, to see it change this quickly when we are not used to it. Gaming has been gaming forever. And as we look at Amazon leaving it, essentially, firing 14,000 people, canceling all their games, essentially getting out of gaming. That's what people always thought Microsoft was going to do, and they never have. And they're not going to now, no matter how badly people seem to want it to happen.
They do seem rather keen on the idea of Microsoft completely dying in some form, or Xbox completely dying. I've never seen such, like, desire from an industry before.
But it was the other thing.
The player.
It's weird.
Where the U.S. government just started using Halo memes, and everyone's like, they have to talk about it. And the former Microsoft lawyer came out and said, they will say nothing because they're now a $4 trillion company. The government using one of their IP to be awful. What can they do other than immediately get the wrath of this vengeful, petty group of losers? Like, it's just, there is no business benefit for it. You cannot expect them to be nice, as great as it would be.
Yeah. Add to the fact that, like, people make stuff like that all the time. Yes, it sucks that now the
destroy the flood from ICE on Facebook, and Marty O'Donnell going, I'm going to do that next year.
Oh, man, my partner, her sister lives out in the US, and I think she's in Chicago at the moment. And she said she was there, and she literally saw this guy just get wrestled to the ground, and she says, like, his face, like, the look of absolute terror on this guy's face is like seared into her brain. But to expect Microsoft to be like, and then, like, the pearl clutching, like, it is over. It's already done. The only reason it's still in the news is because you're choosing to write about it.
Like what? Do they honestly expect Microsoft to just piss off the government?
And Nintendo didn't.
Over a Master Chief tweet.
Yeah, like, Nintendo did say the thing where it's like, well, we didn't condone this. But they didn't, that was it. They couldn't really do anything. They weren't going to, like, oh, they could DMCA them. I'm like, you're going to ask the government to DMCA itself right now. It's like they're
and I know it sucks to hear, but as far as Microsoft's probably concerned, it's promotion. Like Halo's not all that relevant anymore. So the president tweeting chief,
like,
don't
get me wrong,
saying,
I don't agree with it.
Yeah, and I doubt anyone. I doubt anyone at the dev is like, "Yay!" They're like, oh, "For fuck's sake!" And they would love to say something, but they're just never going to be allowed to.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, Microsoft is mostly run by Gen X and Boomers. They've got a more old school mentality. That's like any publicity is good publicity. Microsoft, these $1 trillion companies don't really affiliate themselves with the political side. They just, who's in power? Okay, that's the side we're on.
Yeah, they generally just give money. They give equal money to both parties in America, and then whoever is the current president, they work with them because they don't give a shit. They're just a company.
Whichever government's in power, they need them giving them tax breaks, and they need them allowing them to maintain their stupid monopolies, and they need them doing all. They don't care who's in power. They're going to cozy up to whichever side is in power. They don't give a shit. Like, seriously, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
How we feel, our political affiliations mean nothing.
Yeah.
And there was another thing Jez reported on.
Yeah. So we've got the partner preview coming in November.
According to him, it's not fully announced, but Jez says there will be a partner preview in November that is focused on Play Anywhere. And Silent Hill 2 has been rated for Xbox Series consoles in the US.
Good timing.
So one would think that's where it would show up.
Yeah.
But why would Konami port that game to a dead console?
I don't even know, man.
It's funny. The only one they've done recently that wasn't Play Anywhere was Metal Gear. Like Silent Hill F was Play Anywhere, which was nice.
It is weird. Because it does appear like Play Anywhere is a relatively simple thing to implement. As
far as I know, as a dev, you don't have to do anything. The Demon's Tilt guy, I literally asked him about Play Anywhere. He's like, oh yeah. Or no, there was an interview with him, and he was like, when I did the Game Pass deal, it just showed up there. I didn't do anything. Which is why I think a lot of times the PC version's behind Steam, because Xbox just makes it. They just,
but like if you're a publisher, so if you're Capcom now, and we know Capcom and Sega both have spotty histories with Play Anywhere, it's like, but hold on, if you've done half your games Play Anywhere, why wouldn't you just do all of them? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to me, it would, maybe I'm missing something.
Well, it's an extra license you're giving up.
To me, yeah, but if you've done it for one game, why wouldn't you
a
just
lot of those were early on Game Pass deals they were tied to. So like they were only Play Anywhere, they were Game Pass most of the time.
I'm loving this trend of retroactively adding Play Anywhere to games like Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's not even retroactively adding it. That is making a new port. Because the old PC version will still be there, but not supported anymore. But they're making Fallout. So the way, if at the beginning you did not choose to be Play Anywhere, like Doom 2016 still doesn't exist on Xbox PC, they can't make it Play Anywhere if you chose no. Because when you sold that license, you only sold the console one. But if you didn't choose no and just left it open-ended, they can then choose to give the PC license. So that's why the big one would be Fallout 76, if they could ever get that to be an actual login system for your save file to bring it across places.
Oh, now that I've got the ROG, I look for Play Anywhere games on sale now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just standard. I won't, like, it's gotten to the point now where I don't think I'd buy a game if it's not Play Anywhere.
It's interesting. I can see in the chat, Zach EKMX, Play Anywhere is a paper feature. MS need to pay the extra license. It's not going to pay for all games an extra license. That's just dumb. Devs won't give it free. You'll be surprised. A lot of devs, and I read a report earlier today, or it might have been late last night, 72% of indie game developers view Steam as a monopoly.
It is.
Steam gets straight 30% cut. Microsoft, I think, offer better terms on the Microsoft.
It can be
store,
as low as 12. Yeah.
And all developers, every single developer out there, even ones that are currently working for platform exclusive studios, want as many people as humanly possible to play their games.
When he was wearing the PlayStation shirt at the Halo stream, and everyone lost their minds.
And the thing with Play Anywhere, again, alongside all of this stuff that Microsoft is doing over the last couple of years, it is a transitionary moment. In 2 years, Play Anywhere won't exist because it will just be the Xbox version, and it will be a PC game that happens to run on Xbox.
Yeah, like they can lock it for each Xbox hardware. There's like 6 overall things they can lock it for each one.
That's the broader point. This is just taking advantage of the way things are now and getting people used to this world. But Play Anywhere from a consumer point of view, devs don't feel, I don't think, that they're giving up on an extra sale.
That's publishers, not devs.
Yeah, a feature of the platform. And as that transition completes, and we are just buying a game that can run on all these devices, which is the expectation of most modern consumers nowadays. Bear in mind, us old school gamer heads that used to buy, I've got double tip for this platform and that platform. Like, again, Microsoft are looking to do away with that.
Yeah.
Buy one version, play it anywhere.
Yeah, and people look at it, it is one being way bigger than 2, but like, if Steam's this, then Microsoft stores this as number 2. Like, it is the second biggest PC platform. So it's not nothing.
Is it?
That's what Jez said. Epic Games sells nothing. Amazon sold nothing. GOG is okay. What else is there?
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, just by default of Game Pass and everything. But I'm pretty sure Jez said it is number 2. But obviously it's like freaking 95.4 or something. Who knows? But yeah, like Steam is a bad monopoly, and they're a weird company to work with. They're not bad, but they're shockingly small and mostly farm out a lot of their stuff. They only have a few hundred people working at Valve. Like, they can't cover the 20,000 games that go there every year. So, yeah.
In terms of other things, we did also have earlier this week an ID at Xbox IGN showcase.
It was a good show.
Again, it genuinely was a good show, and again was like, oh god, there's more stuff coming. Some really cool looking games across the board in what was a really, really solid show. But there's some new stuff coming to Game Pass. Raw Fury bringing 3 games to Game Pass across November and December. We've got what's it? Monsters are coming. Rockin'
Monsters are coming! ! Rock and Road.
Rock and Road. That's it. Which looks to be like a Vampire Survivors city builder thing. Yeah. Which looks cool. We've got Dome Keeper coming, and we've got Routine coming.
We should be on the list for all of them.
We've also got TCG Card Shop Simulator.
One's been popular on PC for a while now. Got to spray down the stinky nerds.
The one I'm really looking forward to is Egging On. Which is you are an egg and it's just go up, but you're an egg.
Yeah, I've been trying to contact them to get that for you, but no luck.
Sorry to temporarily interrupt.
That's okay, mate. I was more or less at the end.
But Metal Oxide,
yes,
one of our patrons,
yes,
he found
the Pumpkin Jack dev,
the Pumpkin Jack dev, because he deleted his original Twitter account, but he created a new one. So Metal Oxide found it. I'm following him, and I've tagged him on Twitter, and I'm like, please come on the show.
You should do a XboxEra 1v1, mate, and do a full-on breakdown of what it was like to make this
on the show.
You want him to give up his Sunday morning
thing? Yeah, like 1v1 can be to his time, mate, and you can make it all about Pumpkin Jack.
And you can write an article that'll make a lot more money than 5,000 YouTube videos ever could. We need more articles.
Nice one, Jack. Nice one, Nick. Very good of you to suggest.
Yeah, I got to play Routine at Summer Games Fest. It was great. Poppergeist was cute. The idea at Xbox shows are independent, smaller games, though there are some bigger ones, like Invincible Versus was there with a couple of characters. But also freaking Vampire Survivors is getting a full-on Balatro expansion, which has an expansion inside of it.
Yeah, I know.
It's out already.
Yep. It's awesome. It looks great. It fits so goddamn well, and it's so weird. Yeah, the ID at Xbox shows are really good. There was a lot going into Game Pass where there's now, Jesus Christ, there's another one that's not even announced yet. There's over 10 games, I think, for November now. I don't even remember. And there's now a couple for December. Like, it never fucking stops to the point where it's like, I don't know how we keep up with it, but it's awesome to try. Yeah, if I
Fun
bring,
challenge.
Hyrule Warriors this month.
who cares?
God.
I fucking care.
Yeah, that's why I said who cares. But yeah, so looking at October was friggin' like insane. It was almost 100 games if you count all the Ubisoft ones by themselves, because it was over 50 just there. But Football Manager, console and PC, it is 2 different versions of the same game. 1,000 Times Resist, Fairy will have a review. Dead Static Drive, my review's ready. Whiskerwood, we won't have anything on, it's only game preview. Egging On, trying to get for John, no luck. Voidtrain, I'll have a review. Winter's Burrow,
Oh yeah, Kirby too.
I don't know anyone that wants to play it. I'm really sorry, Nissa. Call of Duty
Riders.
Black Ops 7. We, depending on how it ends up going, it might
yeah.
have to be do the review as quick as we can on the 14th. We'll see.
Black
how-
Ops 7.
Yeah. Then Moonlighter
Good
2
multiplayer.
game preview. Won't probably worry about it about much. And then Monsters Are Coming Rock and Road on the 20th will be Fairy again. So we have most of it covered. And then routine will be me. And I'm sure we'll find someone for Dome Keeper. Maybe I'll make John do it.
Yeah, you can make me do it. That's fine.
I like watching. you
We're
do it.
lucky. We're lucky to be able to play so many cool games. And thank you, developers, for making so many cool stuff. In terms of other news, there's not really much that I particularly
Nope.
wanted to
That was it.
go into. So now it's time for our new segment where we revisit some choice words from some individuals over the course of our content this week.
I don't have music to play for this. Maybe I'll just grab random going live music.
Portal Player, did we talk about Xbox financials? Hardware's down. The end.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, we didn't talk about Xbox Finance.
I did.
Do
I
we
talked
need to?
The financials were literally just better than what they expected 3 months ago. And in 3 months from now, they expect hardware to be down again, mainly due to a lack of shipments, and overall money to be down again, mainly because again it's going against a record quarter. That's it.
Yeah. The end.
The financials were better than they expected, but people don't pay attention to that, so they just pretended like they were horrible.
Yeah. We've got some fun comments this week from a variety of things. The first is from a new favorite YouTube member, friend of ours, whose username, I think he got banned the last time, so this is another new account.
Jesse still sucks.
I don't even know what video this was from, but
I
Jesse
wrote it
still
above
sucks.
it, didn't I?
I don't know. Maybe you did.
You know,
I'm not
you know
looking
what
in
this
the Discord.
segment.
Oh.
You know what this segment reminds me of, John?
What?
It was like the very first segment that we had on the original podcast. We had it.
Was
remember?
it? No.
Hot takes. We
Yeah,
had a
maybe it
segment
was.
about hot takes, posts off Resetera and all that sort of stuff. And
Yeah, but
we're
don't want to
literally
go there. There's
bringing
too
back
many.
an old segment.
It's like that. Yeah, but it's, yeah, you're right. It is very much like that.
Oh, I didn't write it on this one. I thought I did. I
But
wrote it on
Jesse
the other
Still
ones.
Sucks says that Jesse's nickname should be IT Maintenance, as you may experience interruptions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Don't overdo your Adderall intake, kids. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were on drugs, Jesse.
Always blaming the internet.
Yeah,
For
blaming
our
the
connection
speed of light.
problems.
Well, the fact that we're
Yeah.
only how many thousands of miles apart might have something to do
About
with that.
5,000 miles.
But also, Nick never shuts up, so sometimes you just have to interrupt him.
That's true.
It's not even true.
Amusingly, this is my favorite one of the week thus far. On the Arc Raiders review YouTube video,
Definitely the smartest
which
one.
features the
Feel free.
prominent and rather delightful iconography of the game and its logo. Genesis 007 says, "Feel free to ditch the rainbow if you want more subscribers," as if
That's like our logo.
Yeah, it was literally the
That's-
game's logo on the thumbnail, and he's saying that about it.
That's
Wow.
their branding. It's not ours. That's their branding.
But also, rainbows are cool.
intelligence and bigotry. Name a better.
And I like their 70s. I
combination.
love that 70s style that they've invoked. I think it looks fantastic. I love
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a massive sucker for like retro like stylings. I'm a massive fan of it. This next comment's actually kind of accurate. I kind of feel bad I said it in the review. I probably shouldn't
What
have
is
said it.
this next one?
I shouldn't have said. I don't know why I said it. I think my memory.
He did
of how
lose.
Virtua
You don't
Fighter
have to feel
4
too bad because he lost his mind on other people to the point where he's now gone.
VF. I assume that means Virtua Fighter. Warlord Forever 9589 says, quote unquote, even though I didn't actually say that, you can't tell VF5 World Stage from Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. That's not actually what I said. Has to be the most brain-dead hot take I've ever heard. You just disqualified yourself from anyone taking your opinion seriously. Your review is in bad faith, apparently. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You are a cunt. Now...
I was going to ban him
People
just
get
for
really
the
intense
URC
on
next Tuesday.
YouTube comments.
But
Like,
before
I
I
do-
could
I
even get
do-
to it, he lost his mind so much he was gone.
I will put my hand up and say, again, what I actually said was you might be hard-pressed to tell Virtua Fighter 4 apart from
You
Virtua Fighter 5. Like,
in
and I probably admit that wasn't a great call. Looking back at Virtua Fighter 4 again, it's still a very good-looking game, and I think I was more thrown by how little the characters changed between versions. So, Virtua Fighter 1 to Virtua Fighter 2, the characters look extremely different, obviously noticeably improved visuals. Virtua Fighter 2 to Virtua Fighter 3, again, the characters look quite different to each other. Very improved visuals. 3 to 4, big jump. I just feel like the jump from 4 to 5 was less pronounced. Like, there's not that many years between 4 and 5. And if you look at 5 on 360 versus 4 on PS2, that leap's not quite there. And I think I had that in my head. And look, if I had my time over, I would not put that line in there. So I will own that. His reaction was somewhat harsh.
if you call us to see you next Tuesday, you're going to be gone.
His reaction was somewhat harsh to such a throwaway comment.
Never underestimate the passion. That's what we'll
Yeah,
call it. The passion of fans on the internet.
As someone who took on a Virtua Fighter state champ and beat him, I don't think my opinion on Virtua Fighter should be completely dismissed. I'm quite good at the game, and have played it since 1993. So I was there for the start. But yes, I'm not in the competitive scene. But I will own the fact that that was probably not a great call.
Note for future segments, if Nick is invoked, add another 20 minutes of time.
Whatever, man. I'm giving the people what they fucking want.
More Nick. More Nick.
How about you refer to the next post, Jesse?
Yeah. From King Hit Post, who was, I think, here earlier in the chat, funnily enough. I don't know how he survived being banned.
Oh, is there
Maybe
another?
he's just a
Did you
funny
put it in
guy.
here?
I put
wasn't
it in
even
the
looking there.
showrunner.
Okay, hold on, let me open it up.
King Hit Post has some choice words for this team.
I don't even know how to show this.
Yeah.
It is in the Discord if you wanted to show it there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh, because I was thinking it was the one from tonight. No, yeah, it was the first time
Yeah.
before I banned him forever earlier in the show.
Yeah, King Hit Post, who did come back again today to spread some more love
For a minute.
of his unique love. He says, and I want everyone who's an Xbox fan to pay attention here. Xbox is dead. You Xbox guys need some poo s #Y. I don't know what he's trying to say.
Yep.
We're
Poo
all-
$sign hashtag Y.
Yeah. We're
I
all in
mean,
happy
look,
relationships.
King Hit Post, and I know you're watching because I'm pretty sure you're in the chat. You were in the chat earlier.
He can type
Hey,
all he
I
wants
get it.
now. No one can ever see it again.
I have been with my partner for 20 years, and after a while, like, things change. And,
Life fizzles out.
you know, I get it. This would be hard to resist, but my
He's
wife
right.
makes it work. She makes it happen. She finds a way to resist. So I get it. I mean, I like Xbox, so that's a very unattractive feature to most women.
Yeah,
If I was a PlayStation bro,
they'd be
I'd
all
be
over it, mate.
swimming in the ladies.
You'd be like
Swimming.
a
Maybe the
surgeon or
blokes
something.
too. Maybe the blokes too.
Watch out, you'll upset Genesis 007. Calm down, yeah?
Sadly, I'm stuck here.
And with that, that's the end of Don't Read the Comments section. Some sage words and some wonderful advice from the wider gaming public there. Now it's time to hear from our favourite people.
Hold on.
Oh, what am I holding on for? But before we do that, we've got Super Chat, so you can do that too.
Yeah, okay. Good old Collingwood with a super chat. You're going to like this, John.
Okay.
Good old Collingwood with the super chat. How about Nintendo having their patent claim against Palworld and Pocket Pair disallowed? You didn't
Japan,
mention it on the headlines.
It was just one of many.
Yeah,
only a single one,
is true.
sadly.
That's a good start for Pocket Pair.
Shit.
Go kick Nintendo's ass, Pocket Pair.
Yeah, do that.
In court. Objection.
Oh my god, where... Hold on, okay. Wait.
What are you
Riveting podcasting.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Like, why are you making us do this?
You could have done the whole podcast Patreon spiel, and then
I
Nick could have done
while
what
he
he
was
was
doing
saying.
this, but he kept going, hold on, hold
Oh,
on, as
hold
if
on.
something was imminent. It's not imminent, is it? Apologies to our audio listeners. Nick's being it. I see you next Tuesday, I think is
Yeah.
what?
What I wanted to say was, sadly, when we were talking about needing more, stuff, web browsing,
Yeah.
I was going to say, I guess you could say we need more, I'm stuck here.
Now, fun thing. Have you ever played that loudly in public to see if anyone's done that?
Yeah, the same anyone does it.
And you're like, hey!
I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, sure you don't. Yes.
Sure, Jesse. Sure you don't know what it was. Sure, mate.
No,
No. Jesse totally doesn't know. I, on the other hand, am well versed.
all I heard was some bass and drum.
It may as well be my ringtone.
Well, on that note,
shit.
it's time to acknowledge the wonderful people in our community, the wonderful patrons and YouTube members out there that make it all possible. Big thank you to them because we couldn't do this stuff without you day in, day out. One of the perks of being a wonderful Patreon member or YouTube member is that you get to ping us over some community questions, either via our Discord at discord.gg/XboxEra or via our forum.xboxera.com. And we're going to dive into those community questions right now. Nick, kick us off, bro.
The form.
The form.
Hey, there was 5 before.
One was just
disappeared.
literally just said test. They were
One is a
testing it
test
to make
for
sure it
you.
worked.
Right. Oh, that's right. The test for me, because I put this form together and it worked.
Congratulations.
Okay. First question is from Shidyfu. How you doing? Long term, do you reckon the new Xbox branded gaming-friendly Windows OS could be a Microsoft Trojan horse way to implement a closed ecosystem similar to iOS and Android? Considering how power versus performance capabilities of x86 and ARM architecture will eventually converge, mate, an Xbox phone would be rad. God, that's what I wanted with Windows Phone.
Because their entire thing to the governments is lately is make every platform open so that we can become a part of them. They want the opposite.
They don't want a closed platform.
Nope, they want everyone's platform open, and Apple just lost again. I think in the EU, they lost something again. They and Google just keep on losing. So Microsoft might finally get what they want.
Be interested to see how it all shakes out. But yeah,
I hope
agree.
they get it right. It's one
It's
of the, I mean, I
Microsoft.
don't
They
have.
they won't get it right.
I was about to say I don't have much faith they'll get it right, but if they do, oh man, it will be my dream come true. Next question. Tiberius.
Was that
Monk.
music from Tulsa King? I still have no idea what that music was from.
Okay, Jesse. Hello, XboxEra. Now that it's been several months since the finale of The Last of Us Season 2, I wanted to hear your thoughts. This season, much like the game it was based on, The Last of Us Part 2 stirred up quite a bit of debate, especially around the pacing, acting, and some of the story choices, including that big character death, Joel. My questions are... How did you feel about season 2 overall?
Sucked.
Number 2, if you were running production, what, if anything, would you have done differently, such as having that character live? for
Rewritten the
example?
entire story.
Yeah. And finally, what are your predictions for season 3?
Pain.
Thanks for all the great content you do. It's appreciated by the community. Glad to have chatted with you all at the town hall last week. On the path to episode 300 we go. Ciao.
I don't know about you guys, but like as soon as like I was watching The Last of Us season 2 with my partner, and the moment that character death happened,
Joel.
thank you.
In a way less impactful way than the game, too.
Yeah, Cat just went, oh, okay. I was already getting kind of just, and that's it. I didn't bother finishing it, and I have no interest in watching season 3.
My wife was gutted. She started crying, and she's like, I have no interest in this show now.
Yeah, because none of the other characters are good enough. Like, as good as an actress as Caitlin Dever is, she's not a good Abby. This reworked version of Abby isn't great, and they made, like, it is amazing how unlikable Ellie is in that season.
Yeah, I know. I take issue with the casting. I did not like... I love Pedro Pascal, but my choices for that show, can you imagine Kaylee Spaney as Ellie and then Josh Brolin as Joel? Oh, come on. Those choices were right there. Kaylee Spaney allegedly auditioned.
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, why didn't you pick her? She's a fantastic actress. She's great in Romulus. And she looks exactly like Ellie. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Fart sniffing.
And Brolin would have been perfect as Joel. I love Pedro Pascal. But he doesn't have to be in fucking everything.
He doesn't
have to be.
I know that whole trope, but he was a working actor for an incredibly long time who finally hit it big. I'm fine if he's in a lot of stuff.
I understand that. And he made it big after Game of Thrones and all that sort of stuff. I understand that. But let's be real. He's still a multi-millionaire right now, and he doesn't have to be in everything. Like,
he was going to be in Weapons.
Everything.
But he couldn't do it because of scheduling, and then Josh Brolin went in.
Well, I think Josh Brolin would have been perfect as Joel. No, Brolin's not in everything. Brolin's choices... Brolin is not just in every mainstream thing. Come on.
No one's in everything.
And you know how great Brolin was in Men in Black 3? I actually love Brolin. Brolin was so good as young... oh my god, why have I lost...
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Like, he could have passed as Tommy Lee Jones's, like, son playing his father. Like, he did it so
he was
well.
good.
Brolin.
And it took me a while to be like, that's Josh Brolin. Like, he did a really good performance.
It's not a CG young Tommy Lee Jones. That's actually Josh Brolin.
Like, he did a good solid job.
Well. And he's incredibly handsome. Josh Brolin is incredibly handsom. In that very rugged...
We learn a lot about you, Nick.
In that really rugged John Hamm kind of way. John Hamm is also quite handsome.
I gathered from your use of his as a example of
yeah.
Nick's type is craggy old white guy.
I appreciate... What? It's not my type. Idris Elba's super good looking too.
Hey,
craggy old man.
Consider him ruggedly handsome as well. Where Michael B. Jordan is like the more young, hot dude. I appreciate beauty in all its forms.
There's a reason you love George Michael so much.
George Michael.
Please, why do you set him off on these tangents? You set him off.
Michael.
You're as much to blame as Nick.
No, sure thing. With the Halo memes are my fault, huh, John?
Next question. Jay Foley. Hello, guys. And as I type this, it's Halloween. So in honor of it being the spooky day, I want to ask you guys what your first horror game was that really scared you. Have a good day / night. Did we not have this question?
Yeah, we had a similar question last week. And I'll stick with Resident Evil 2 in the basement.
Good day / night.
I'll provide a different... I think what was the first creepy experience, like horror experience in games, was the first question. But what was the first horror game that really scared you?
It's the same.
Yeah, is it? Yeah. I mean, Black and White 2 wasn't a horror game. So, like, I would provide a different
for me,
answer.
it's still Condemned.
Yeah.
I would probably say the Cerberus dog smashing through the window in that hallway, and I knew it was going to happen. In Resident Evil, I want to say 1 on PS1, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but failing that, yeah, I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Like Condemned, obviously a good one, but
That's weren't Cerberus. They didn't have 3 heads. They were just
King Kong,
zombies.
The movie, the game. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the movie, the game.
What?
Terrifying.
Why?
Terrifying.
I played that for the 1,000.
Yeah, I did too. Well, I got my girlfriend at the time to play it for me because I was too scared.
I'm just curious why I called it a Cerberus dog.
Why were you scared? The spiders.
No.
So why were you scared?
Dinosaurs that chase you, man. I just panic. I can't do it.
John doesn't like
Weren't
being
you
chased.
like 20 when that came out?
Yes, mate. Yes, I was.
Fuck is wrong with you?
I was scare easy.
You were 20. You're not a baby.
He still cries at the thought of a scary game now, Nick.
I'm
No, I
going to
don't
judge
like
you.
scary-
That's silly.
I don't like scary games, mate. I just panic when getting chased by stuff.
But you're not a child.
That's right. That's why I don't play those
You're a
games. As an
grown man.
adult, I can,
What's wrong
I
with
can
you?
choose not to play them. But I wanted those 1,000 gamers points, so I let my girlfriend do it at the time.
Oh my god. Well, Jay Foley, for me, it's still Condemned. The same answer from last week. Condemned was creepy as
Didact
fuck.
Bro in the chat. Condemned got delisted yesterday. It's gone.
Thank God I bought it before it was gone. I own it on 360.
You have a PC
Oh
now.
my
It's
God.
easy to just steal it.
Really? It's just gone.
It's gone, man.
Thank God I own it. Such a good game, Condemned. Fantastic game. I should go back and play it because I'm curious as to whether it holds up like the Saboteur does. Next question. Kid. I don't know the Roman numerals for that. Because I assume that's supposed to be the Roman numerals for a certain number. Is that right? 2015? Kid 2015 is what that is.
MMX,
Kid MMXV.
MMXV. Yeah.
So I assume they're saying Kid 2015, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Hi. Xbox has undergone significant transformations in recent years, but its goal of reaching billions of players remains steadfast. Key changes include day one PC releases, the introduction of Game Pass, publisher acquisitions, and expanding games across multiple platforms. Love them or hate them, these moves have undeniably been revolutionary. With the next-gen consoles merging Windows and Xbox into gaming into one ecosystem, it raises the question, have we seen the end of Xbox's revolutionary shifts in approach? In my opinion, by the time the next console arrives, Xbox played all its cards and reached its end game. From that point, success will depend entirely on execution. What do you all think? Is Xbox in its end game, or are there still revolutionary steps Xbox has yet to take? Thank you for taking the time to answer my question. What do you guys think?
It's an interesting question, actually. Like, if they get to the point where they want to have, games on every device, multiple different access points, multiple different power profiles to play these games on, natively or cloud, all of this stuff, is there another place they can go for innovation? And I think the only answer I could really give to that is, if you're talking from a platform perspective, maybe not. Like, I don't know what the future's going to bring. But if we're talking from what the experiences could be, we heard from Satya Nadella the other day about, new forms of interactivity and how we're competing with TikTok and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The argument here is
that
you're
caused some
competing.
controversy.
Yeah, because it's just an analogy for we're competing for people's time, which is a tale as
Yes.
old as, well, time.
But
But like the idea of new types of experiences that go beyond, like Bandersnatch with Netflix, where you press A and you choose an option and then it plays out in real time. Is there something new that we don't know exists yet? Like, that's an area that Xbox could drive forward. But I don't know what that looks like. So I won't count them out just yet, but I do think we're at the end of, the final form of Xbox as a platform of any access point, any entry point, all of that jazz. I don't see what else they could add to it there.
I think under the current Microsoft regime, I won't say Xbox, I'll say Microsoft. Under the current Microsoft regime, I think true innovation is gone or on hiatus. Once Satya gets replaced, if my hunch is right and Phil takes over, then I think we could see innovation come back to Xbox, like old style innovation. But while Satya and Amy are running the show, no. So he's hoping.
One of the funny things, Amy's always been running it. She's always had this. Now there's more. This was when they bought ABK, it accelerated their plans, but I don't think it changed their plans. And she's always been there. So I don't think.
I know she's not a new employee.
Yeah, but like the margin target went higher because they were making so much more money immediately. Like just jumped up 60% in a quarter type of thing. So I think there's plenty of room for innovation because not every thing has to be 30% margins. So they still have it there. They still have. They were making Keeper knowing all this shit for 2+ years. Like there's still space for it. I think it's just not going to be the big home run swings anymore.
No, that's talking about games though. Like the community question is more about that innovation.
I know. I was responding to you, but
it was an innovation.
There's not that much more to do anymore. Like it's a mature industry where we've hit most things. But I was also responding directly to what you had said. But yeah, as far as what would their platform be, we are seeing. We, as people in tune for so long, know what the big innovation is. So it doesn't feel like a big innovation to us. But even as you can see how people treat the This is an Xbox campaign, it will be a huge innovation for everyone else.
I think a console, because we've talked about it for years, I think a console that also integrates your PC library, I think that's a massive innovation. If they can execute it in a way where it's a console-like experience and not a PC-like experience. If they can pull that off, now that's a hell of an innovation. But that would probably be their last major one for a long time, or possibly ever. That's all. But yeah.
Good question, though. Really interesting.
Yep. Now we're going to the forum.
Yep.
Indeed.
Okay. Jesse, brother. Happy podcast 287, you creeps. And happy times for me, because like John, I do not like Halloween, which by the time Nick orates this will be fucking over.
Hooray.
Sorry, Hytham, but it's my least favorite holiday on the calendar. As a kid, it's not even a holiday. As a kid, the actual day and all the candy was cool. It's my fellow adults who have made it insufferable, because they decided to make it a full month-long affair with that dumbass name Spooky Season, where they wear lame costumes and watch even lamer horror films. There are some good ones, but those are so rare. Enough negativity. Here's 3 positives. First, John with his adorable daughter convinced me to get a tad further into Keeper, and I get it now.
Yes.
That game is uniquely cool. Second, my awesome brother took care of me and sent me his Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra Xbox controller, and this thing is friggin' phenomenal. No more stick drift, and I have nice intact grips as well as bumpers that are usable again. Third, Halo Campaign Evolved looks frickin' rad as hell. It really does. And you can finally fucking sprint in it. Cry, you toxic so-called Halo fans. When do you think we'll see that game next year? Spring? Autumn? When? Answer me! Oh, you know what I don't like about Halo Campaign Evolved?
Tell me.
It looks too good. There's too much...
Are you okay, IGN reviewer?
There's too much unnecessary detail in it. That's just not required. Why do we need tire treads? Why do we need that kind of detail in our video games?
It's disgusting.
In a 25-year-old remade game. Like, why not just have it look exactly like the game did 25 years ago?
Did you send me that tweet? I know you sent me the other one. Ah, yes, here it is. I got it. I'm going to show it.
Why? Why? There's no need for the game to look any better than it did 25 years ago. Just keep it the same.
Nick's actual Twitter account is GManLives. Because he's not making this up.
I don't actually understand the arguments that are going all around this, because it's like, you still have the original. You have
look what's being complained about. Look what's being complained about.
Let me full screen this shit. I need to read this.
The whole point of a remake.
IMO. It's not that the remake looks bad. It's just the sheer amount of needless new visual details it adds in. The tire treads, the extra bits on the Warthog and Magnum, then all the random rocks in the water and on the shoreline, topped off with chromatic aberration on the HUD.
Come on, like you can't be serious. Like, is that really what we're going to complain about? A remake of a game looking better than the original? Like,
Now, there's also this one. One of the things
How
I'm
does
torn
Halo
about
Studios
on
win?
the Halo CE remake is that all of the encounters are the same. You walk into X room and you know there are Y enemies. I get why they're the same, but I think I would prefer some surprises.
You've
so
seen
explain
one
to me.
level.
yeah. So explain to me, how is Halo Studios meant to win? So if they make it look nice, it looks too nice. Why are you making it look so nice for? And then if they keep it the same because it's a remake of an existing game, it's so similar. I'd like some new stuff. What the fuck are they supposed to do?
Yeah, there is no winning, and the trick
my
is just
God.
ignore it. Like
The Halo
don't
Well,
give it any
that was
energy.
it the whole time that
is
we were
the
doing You Had
worst.
Me at Halo. You Had Me at Halo podcast became miserable, and I ended up quitting it because it was all those takes from a fellow freaking co-host.
the
Like
Halo
they can't understand what a game actually needs to be to succeed.
Yeah,
The Halo community is just the worst.
it can be.
It's just the worst. Oh,
But
the
there's-
game looks too nice.
There are also like maybe I'm wrong in this take, but there's also like content creators out there that are just Halo focused, and if they have nothing but good things to say, people watch their videos less.
Really? See, I like watching
course.
good videos.
No,
But
that's
I'm
because
Gen
you've
X,
always
so
said.
maybe it's just a different mentality.
Honestly, I think at some point it has to stop. Like, I am so tired of I'm worried, I'm concerned, brutally honest. Like, it's so transparent, and unfortunately people keep clicking these things. I just,
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with critique and
Yes.
feedback and all that when it's
Fucking
warranted
absolutely.
and genuine. But complaining that a game, like essentially that first tweet was complaining that the game looks too nice.
Yeah.
At its core, that's what it's complaining about. And I'm like, why? Like, now that technology has advanced 25 years since 2000, 2001, because the game was being developed in 2000, it came out in 2001. Like, they're the finer details that they can put into a game that's being remade. Like, they're not making a brand new game. Like,
Preaching to the choir here, bro.
that's technology, that's advancements, that's developer talent, that's all sorts of things. That's the whole point. That all those little details, yes, and in the past I've said it's those little details that make games expensive, but that's when we're talking about brand new AAA productions, not remakes which effectively lay an Unreal Engine over an old game.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
it's not a like-for-like scenario.
It's a
But
weird,
that's the whole
weird world
point
out
of
there.
these. Like, what I've seen of footage in this Halo CE remake, that's what our brains kind of remember the game looking like back then. That's what our imaginations did to
there's-
the game.
There's a bit of nostalgia rose tinted. That's what I remember it looking like.
You
and that's
just
what's
now
cool.
you just don't need your imagination now because it's there in front of you. You're like, yeah, this is, or it's kind of like the mistake I made with Virtua Fighter 4. My memory was like, yeah, Virtua Fighter 4 looks just like Virtua Fighter 5 because it was such a good looking game back then and the characters changed so little between games.
You know what's funny, Nick,
Then
is there's probably been more people who have played it with the anniversary graphics than with the original, just based on how many things sold for the 360 and everything after.
I played with the anniversary graphics.
And weirdly, I don't. Whenever I played the original Halo,
And I'm not saying preference, just more people, that was the first time they saw it. Because those generations sold so much more than the original.
yep,
You're right, Mr. Hipshot. Like the stream, we've been forgetting to say that.
I've said it.
Have you?
Yeah, but I didn't have
maybe I
your
wasn't
thumbs up
listening.
fancy, reminder.
Oh, I mean, technology. That's the Apple. That's the Apple ecosystem. Hey. Yes, I just found the criticism of Halo CE ridiculous, and even I was glad that Marcus Lido came out and was like, "I love how
This
this
looks
looks.
fucking awesome.
I love how this looks." I was like, "Thank you, Marcus, for not just fucking being like other ex-Bungie devs that just wanted to shit all over it. You didn't put the rocks where I had them." Oh, bro. Like, seriously. Like, come on. Bungie fluked half that game. Let's not get carried away.
Like Halo
in
CE
design
was
decisions.
a brilliant job of putting together a bunch of parts. And then Halo 2 ended up being the same thing. Like they were very good, the Bungie magic of throwing things together late.
Yeah, because they spent all their time playing multiplayer. I watched that Vidoc.
Yeah, like the entire situation around the remake has just been the most toxic shit where and it's happened with Black Ops, it's happened with Battlefield 6 really bad. The moment you give in to any of that online complaining, then people think that they're just going to win every time now. And that's why you can't have like a lime green thing in Battlefield, because people will lose their shit on you nonstop. Just never give in to the loud audience.
And I will say, and as I said before, criticism when it's warranted is fine. And the one criticism I've seen of this remake that I agree with, and they've got a whole year to tweak it and change it, is the Forerunner structures. So while I have no problem with how detailed and grand they are, the fact that they look shiny and brand new when they've been wearing away on the beach for the last 1,000 years, they've got a lot of time to just add some
They have not been wearing away on the beach for 1,000 years. They have been constantly being buffered and fixed back up by the Sentinels and everything on these self-sustaining rings. That is the lore.
So why did they look so worn and yucky in the original?
Because they couldn't make better looking textures with the technology they had. But also,
I'm sure they could still make textures that look clean, like clean metal.
Well, the lore now is that it's all self-sustaining and self-cleaning and self-rebuilding. That's why Halo Infinite, it was rebuilding itself after being blown up.
Well, at the time, that was the only critique I agreed with. That was that all the metals and everything of the Forerunner structures looked very clean and very new.
That is part of the new lore. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. I didn't know that. But even that's not a major criticism. Something that it's like, oh, well, I hate this game. And they've got a year to correct something so small. Okay.
It's another thing that's in these books back here. So I understand why you wouldn't know.
I do not read books.
Yep.
Next question.
Oh, no.
Hytham G. Hope you gents, your kids had a good Halloween and did the Monster Mash, but this is my statement down below about Halo is this. I played the Halo Combat Evolved on the MCC, the Silent Cartographer level, in a direct comparison from the original to the Unreal Engine 5 remake, though I don't know what much to say, but if I have to be honest, I would like the remake better when it comes to the developers new and improving the game, just like how the Resident Evil games got that treatment, along with Spyro, Crash, Dead Space, or whatever the games I can list, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's what I got to say for sure. P.S. Speaking of direct comparison, have you gents ever watched a video named Nick930 where he does direct comparison to original and remake, predecessor to successor, demo/beta to retail, PC to console, and pseudo comparison of games that are similar? Go check it out when you gents have the chance, and maybe invite him too if you gents like. I've heard of Nick930. I don't know if I've watched him, but I've heard of him. Yeah. Look, I think the remake looks fantastic. I watched it again in 4K, the 13 minutes of gameplay, and watched it again in 4K. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks so good.
Look at that cake.
Absolutely can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. Very, very excited. Do you reckon they'll do the graphics switcher or not? They won't, will they? Because it's changed too much.
Yeah, no, because it's rebuilt. It's not running on top. Yeah. It is rebuilt stages, rebuilt everything. So you can't just toss the old stage there because it doesn't. Those rocks are gone. They have rebuilt it. Yeah. Those buildings look different. Like it is the remake, not remaster. Like where Oblivion was a remaster with some really nice quality of life changes and stuff. But it was Gamebryo running the game. This is not just Blam running the game. It is also interesting that they did not talk about any other studios they were working with.
They were working with quite a few. I got a DM about it about a month ago.
I am.
But you know, I'm not allowed to leak stuff, so I didn't say anything.
What's the point? Who benefits?
I'm just saying, I got a DM about all this Halo remake stuff like a month and a half ago. And it was all accurate. Everything in that DM was 100% accurate. And I got told the studios that are working on it. Mm-hmm. Next question. Didact 3. Howdy, peeps. We're closing a month with 3 great game releases from Microsoft. Something that to some is even crazier than Halo on PlayStation. But did these games make the splash that MS wanted? We know the infamous quotes mentioning that Hi-Fi Rush was a success for them, and we all know what happened afterwards. We all hate to talk about Steam CCU numbers, but they are real data, and it's not looking too good. If MS released these not so close to each other and away from behemoths like Battlefield 6 and Borderlands 4, would those numbers be better? P.S. The Outer Worlds 2 has the best in-game radio ever, and those songs will never get the attention they deserve.
We will never know what their goals were and how they've done. And Hi-Fi Rush did fine for its budget. It's the previous 2 games that did terrible, and they didn't have anything greenlit.
I don't know, man.
I mean, releasing them not around behemoths may have helped, but we don't know how possible that was.
I mean, behemoths... The type of player that wants to play Battlefield 6 is not necessarily the type of player that wants to play the Outer Worlds 2. And at some point, the game's got to come out. And the pipeline's got to be what the pipeline is. I think it's great to have player targets and things like that, but expecting Keeper to do 5 million players is you're smoking crack, right? But we don't know what their target is, and I don't think anyone at Microsoft expects Keeper to get 5 million players. It would be amazing if it did. I think it's a wonderful game, but it's a game that justifies its existence on the type of service that it happens to be on, outside of the fact that people can also buy it if they want. But there's such a worry about this, and it's a rightly deserved worry, because we've seen so often that it's used as an excuse as to why a studio then has to shut down. And especially in the current climate, you look at a studio like Double Fine and you're like, are you guys going to be okay? Guess we'll find out. But the backlash and the uproar would be horrific if they did anything to Double Fine. Like, they're a treasured indie gem.
With multiple things in the works all the time, and that definitely seems to be one of the main factors on not
keeping
getting
alive,
cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past old Satya.
I wouldn't put anything past Satya, no. Absolutely.
Wouldn't put anything past old studio shuts down McGee. Next question. 99 Rukin. Happy late Halloween, everyone. With Microsoft releasing the 5 pillars next year, i.e. Halo, Gears, Fable, COD, and Forza, do you think that one gets nominated for Game of the Year next year?
No.
Okay. Jeff will not allow it. Also, who do you think wins this year? My money is on Expedition 33, with Death Stranding 2 getting the most awards. Death Stranding 2 will win. Because that is Jeff's bestie.
Hades
That
2.
is Jeff's bestie.
No, it's Hades 2.
I'd love for Hades 2 to win. Hades
It'll
2
be Hades
is
2.
amazing.
No, Hades 2 is going to win. Not even close.
No.
What? Won't it be?
I hope so. I hope you're right.
Slot though. It won't be.
Death Stranding came and went. They're not going to care enough. Ghost of Yotei has a better shot than Death Stranding, but it's going to be Hades 2.
Okay, sorry. Can we just clarify? Hades 2 will be in the indie Game of the Year.
No, it's going to win Game of the Year.
Oh,
Overall
okay.
Game of the Year.
There's always a token indie in the Game of the Year nominations. There's always that token smash hit indie.
There's one thing Hades has. It's incredibly horny, much like all the people who vote.
Greek mythology, baby. And Hades 2 is an incredible game. It is so good. I need to go back to it. I haven't done a run for a while. I was like full obsessed with it for a while there, but I'm playing so many fucking games. There is Silksong. Silksong got all the hype.
Too hard.
Look. It's
In the
Jeff,
wrong way.
So I'm still expecting Death Stranding 2 will find its way to
Oh, he'll get it nominated, but Yotei would have a better chance at actually winning.
As to next year, hot take, I reckon none of those Xbox games will even get nominated. John, you are muted.
I don't think that's a hot take.
I don't think it's a hot take. I reckon I will say,
get nominated.
if Playground Games really pull it out of the bag with Fable and do something.
That's if it comes out next year.
Incredible. Yeah, I know you're still sticking to your. It's actually delayed to 2027, guys.
No, I didn't say that. I said there's a chance it's delayed to 2027.
Every game's got a chance that it's going to get.
I
delayed.
said
Jez did go against you by saying they did delay a game to 2027, but it was stated to K3 to give it more time and bigger budget because I really believe in it.
But that's what I heard about Fable, that they may delay it to give it more time, not because there's anything wrong. If you go back and watch the clip and hear what I actually said, I didn't say it will get delayed. I said there's a chance they'll delay it to give it more time. Super chat. Analog AI. Hades 2, Game of the Year. I hope so. I would love for Hades 2.
93% luck.
Oh, yeah, there's GTA 6 next year. Yeah, that'll probably win.
It'll probably deserve it, and everyone will be like, bleh.
It won't deserve it. If it plays like 4 and 5, it won't deserve it.
If it plays like Red Dead Redemption 2, it will. On PC,
No.
not console. Because
Saboteur plays better than Grand Theft Auto. Like, the Saboteur feels better to play than Grand Theft Auto does. And I just played it the other day. This isn't nostalgia. I just played it. Like,
well,
man.
there isn't like some big history of Grand Theft Auto games coming out during the Game Awards' existence because there's literally only been one.
Which one?
2013.
5.
Yeah. Now,
Did that win?
Red Dead didn't win. God of War won.
What won in 2013?
Was it? Did they even have it in 2013?
Last of Us won
Yeah.
Game of the Year.
Yeah, but
Did
was
they?
there the Game Awards back then?
It was the Game
Yeah.
of the Year 2013 Spike video.
It
game.
was The Last of Us.
Hmm.
Hold on. Wait. What one game?
That was VGX.
of the year
VGX
at
in
the
2013.
Game Awards in 2013.
Hosted by Joel McHale. And Grand Theft Auto
Yeah, the
5.
Spike VGX.
And
Yeah.
Game of the Year? Grand Theft Auto 5. Studio
except-
of the Year, Naughty Dog. Like
So it was Grand Theft Auto 5.
yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 beat out BioShock Infinite, Super Mario 3D World, The Last of Us, and Tomb Raider. The reboot.
There you go.
Oh, Tomb Raider. That Tomb Raider reboot. That makes me happy that it was nominated. It was fantastic.
But yeah, then in 2018, I'm pretty sure God of War beat Red Dead because people are stupid.
Okay, so Grand Theft Auto 6 will probably win it next year. And I don't think any of those Xbox games will even be nominated. Not a single one.
No.
Because nobody likes Xbox.
Best racing will go to Forza 6.
Oh, yeah, of course. It'll be the highest rated. It might be the highest rated game of the year, Forza Horizon
Hades
6.
is the highest rated this year, I believe, and that's with
But it
Open
won't
Critic
count.
having a bunch of old, like our review is still in there, even though it was early access only.
Oh, okay.
But the Hades 2 Metacritic is currently at 95.
Wow.
With 52 reviews. It's going to win.
Holy shit. 95. I
Yep.
mean, I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it because I adore the game. But
Yep.
yeah, holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's 94 on PC. It is a 98 on Switch. One. There's only 5 reviews on Switch 1. And then it's a 95 on Switch 2 with 54 reviews. So it's actually 109 reviews and a 90 like a in the upper 90s actually. That'd probably be like a 96.
Get
if you
that
look at them all.
rainbow off my screen.
I just want to see if it runs. I haven't tried it on this yet.
Oh, I haven't tried it on the ROG either. I'm playing it on Xbox. And it performs. It's incredibly performant on console.
Especially for being Unreal Engine 5, it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Hades 2 is amazing, and it's been one of the things I've seen people who cover games and are very happy to be contrarian, saying it's not as good as the first one. First one's better. I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
you are smoking crack. It is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, the first game is
First
great.
game's amazing. This game's
Yeah,
better in
it's
every
great.
way.
But Hades 2 is better than Hades 1.
Yeah, Hades 2. Hades 2 will probably end up being midnight. Based on what I've played since it came out, and I haven't done enough for a full review, even though I played through everything in early access, it's like a 9.5 easy.
Yeah.
And they're adding
I'd
more
be giving
story
it-
stuff.
I'd be giving it a 9 comfortably.
Yep.
Analog AI with another super chat. DLC for Redfall will be nominated for ongoing game. You know they're not giving refunds for that DLC
did.
that people paid for in advance?
They did.
They did eventually.
I don't know.
But they
Did
took
they?
a
Because
while,
I've seen
they-
a few people on Twitter that still don't have that refund.
Oh,
Well, they announced they were doing
I've seen
them,
some
but
that
yeah.
did get it.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Good old Collingwood. One of the things I've been seeing in the past week is that now Halo will be appearing on a rival console, is that the now premier exclusive is going to another console, is that the console war is over. Xbox has surrendered. Xbox no longer has exclusives. I see it another way. It's Master Chief setting sail on the Pillar of Autumn and conquering all before him. After all, when you see the Halo campaign evolved on a PlayStation screen, you aren't going to be thinking PlayStation, you're going to be thinking Xbox. The more Xbox games go out to different devices, the more you will see that X-Sphere rollout and hear that familiar earworm. Xbox isn't a console anymore, it's a brand name. When you think of video games, I'm sure Microsoft wants you to think Xbox, in the same way you thought of Xerox for photocopying, or Google for internet searching. Will one day come when someone asks, what are you doing? You will reply, I'm doing a bit of Xboxing.
No.
No.
I'm just Xboxing, bro.
You don't get me wrong, good old Collingwood. You are 100% correct. That is their goal and has been their goal for a long time.
Yeah.
They kind of openly stated it. We talked about it years ago where they want an Xbox button on remote controls for TVs, and that's what the Cloud app is supposed to be working towards, getting that sort of prominence where it's got remote control space. So, like, where is it? If you look at... So the LG remote for my OLED, there. It has a Netflix button and it's got an Amazon Prime button. Microsoft wants an Xbox button on those remotes. That is what they want, and they've wanted it for years. Will they get there?
Good enough relationship with LG, they might.
I was about to say, if they pay enough money, they can get on there. They've got a great partnership with Samsung. Samsung seems to be all in on Xbox. They fully integrate Xbox into their TV.
And they get the top settings on cloud.
Yep. And oh my god, I should have had that as what I've been playing. I was trying the new Samsung updated.
You were so
cloud.
shocked at the cloud that you had to Discord me to show me how good it was.
Yes, I was video chatting on Discord with Jesse, showing him Fortnite on the Samsung app, and I'm holding my controller up and showing the input lag, and it was almost nothing. Like, I was staggered at how good it was, and the image quality was great. I played Streets of Rage 4, Shredder's Revenge, Fortnite, and I can't remember the fourth game, and all of them were, like, incredible. TMNT wasn't quite as good as the other three that I was playing. Streets of Rage 4, if you had told me I was just playing that on an Xbox, the Series S or something, I would have been like, yeah, 100% I am. I was shocked. Like, these upgrades to xCloud that they've done are unbelievable. As a complement to your console and addition to your ecosystem, it is fucking...
Yeah, and it's never just press the button and it's better, but it is just now everyone gets what Samsung had, where it's up to 1440p, up to 30k bitrate. So it just, but it's still Series S profiles because those are 100 watts compared to 200 watts for Series X or more. And so it saves them money. So they probably won't change that anytime soon.
It is so unbelievably playable now.
It's
so good.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's perfect, right?
Arc Raiders runs well?
Over 60 FPS, medium settings, 1080p.
So have you got the ROG in turbo mode?
It is on. It's unplugged. It's on battery, and it's currently
in turbo
on,
mode. You know the turbo profile.
It is on turbo. Let's put it in performance.
Yeah, but isn't turbo better than performance because it gives more power?
I want to see the batteries. Okay, so on performance mode, it's 50 FPS. Still really good.
And you're not doing like if you do the super resolutions and all that type of stuff, then you would get even better. I haven't done any
of that. This is just it is hitting a lock 60 now. Wow.
Yeah, as long as you have Radeon Super Resolution on, you're just always going to get a little bit better performance, and it's not that noticeable.
I might install it on my ROG, so I've got it on the go.
I'm amazed at how good this looks. What the
Voidtrain has run great on here as well.
I will say I tried Doom. Doom did not run as good for me as everyone else seems to get.
Were you in the handheld settings and not pushing? So that Doom has specific handheld settings now.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried Doom because I'm like, you know what? I'll save space on my Xbox because I'm just doing cleanup in Doom. I'll save space on my Xbox and put Doom on the ROG and just do the cleanup there. And then I started playing it and I'm like, this isn't performing very well.
You need the handheld settings. Even in 17 watt, Like if you put it down at 900 or use the super resolution and bump it up, you're not going to notice it on that screen. Yeah, it's still a PC. Still got to muck around a bit. Though thankfully, we didn't talk about it, but they have a bunch more things that got their one of the main things that'll make PC feel like console, which is their advanced shader delivery. There's a whole bunch more games that get that now, so that when you download the game, you also download a shader package, so you don't have to wait for 10 minutes like most people did when the Outer Worlds 2 first started up. Now that has the shaders things in there, so that'll be a big step towards making it feel more like a console.
Okay.
Last question.
Last question. Skedaddle. Hey guys. Happy spooky season, John. You know you love it. Quick question. With the new Acerb rating released for Silent Hill 2 on Xbox yesterday, do you think PlayStation will keep paying for timed exclusivity going forward? Do they still view Xbox as enough of a threat to justify that? And finally, might we see Silent Hill 2 featured or teased at Microsoft's Xbox Partner Preview event this month? I think, to a certain extent, yes to all of those except the threat.
I don't think they'll keep paying for it. With like Konami seems all in on Play Anywhere and everything. Like Silent Hill F is Play Anywhere, and it sold way better than Silent Hill 2 did.
For me, I feel like PlayStation will be a little more selective now about those money hats. Like Silent Hill 2 is synonymous with PlayStation, right? That game is synonymous with the PS2.
What do you mean? It's got an amazing version on the 360. People love it.
So I think that's why they went for that one. And I think they will still do stuff like that going forward. So if a game gets remade or a sequel comes to a beloved formerly PlayStation franchise, they will probably still look to money hat those games. I don't know if they'll start to target other games like they used to in the past, because they don't see Xbox as a threat anymore. Why would they? Xbox have taken themselves out of the equation as a threat in the old school sense. So why would they waste the money? They don't need to.
Well, and they've internally shifted heavily to margins. Like their main focus now is margins. And to get higher margins is not to keep pushing the lower margin hardware stuff the same way they used to. So where they can save money, they will.
And yes, I do suspect we'll probably see Silent Hill 2 at that partner preview.
Yeah, like timing feels good.
Timing seems to the timing seems to align with the ESRB rating and all that sort of stuff. So I suspect it probably will.
And there's a chance it's in Game Pass because they put it in PS Plus.
I was just about to say, hopefully it's a Game Pass launch, because I wouldn't mind. I've never played a Silent Hill game. So
well, and that's how those money hats go. Resident Evil 2 and 3 had to go into PS Plus. They had to offer it for there to be able to go into Game Pass. So we'll see.
And it probably means it might be Play Anyway as
well.
well.
Yeah, that's what the preview is supposed to be about, according to Jez. Why would they make
all of these, things for a dead platform? I don't understand.
I love that Streets of Rage 4 is Play Anywhere.
Yeah.
So good. And Shredder's Revenge.
And it was heavily tied to Game Pass deals for a long time, but it is less tied to that now, which is nice. And the rumor, they literally put it in their own store. Baldur's Gate 3 is supposed to potentially be Play Anywhere. That would probably be something, again, that's at this show. Maybe that goes to Game Pass finally, if it's finally slowed down on sales.
It's just not the one.
I still need to do a review of Baldur's Gate 3 because our guy never did it. John's guy, I should say. Everyone's John.
At least when I commit.
Whose was he?
When I commit to reviews.
Oh.
Me? What?
Yeah. Why'd you neck in?
Who's that?
That's awkward now, isn't it? Now it's all awkward.
Who's that?
How do you all feel about that?
I'm trying to remember. How long ago was this? I don't even remember who we were talking about.
Let's not stress about it. It's the end of the show.
Yeah. Sure is.
Yep.
I censored the name.
Starts with R?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. I've reached out to him a few times to see how he's going.
Hope he's well.
Because I think he was going through some stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, that's the end of the show. Thanks to everyone for
hanging out
hanging out with us.
It's always a
Being
pleasure.
so interactive.
Yeah.
I do try and reply to people in the chat and keep an eye on the chat as much as I can, while also trying to steal game codes and inspire people to gift me games.
And just
So-
look handsome all the time.
This
The
is a
challenges-
lot of upkeep.
The challenge
a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, look, I can't get my wife to take advantage, sadly, but you know,
Maybe someone else will.
Make it Johnny Galvatron.
maybe.
MBG.
Yeah, I don't care, male, female, not
Crocodile
fussed,
Dundee.
whatever.
My cat just sneezed really loudly and woke itself up. It was hilarious. He's just, I was like, I'm looking over and he's like this. Like, what the fuck? Oh, bless him.
Yes. So where was I?
We're
I
saying
don't
goodbye to
remember.
everyone. Goodbye,
I
everyone.
don't remember what I was talking about. Look, I have a day off this week for the Melbourne Cup. We have a public holiday. We have a public holiday for a horse race here. Yeah. So I don't know. Do I
Let's do it,
stream? Do we do some Arc Raiders on stream?
Let's do some
we-
Fortnite. Simpsons Fortnite, mate.
Thanks, I
Let's do
hate
it.
it. Bit of Simpsons.
Thanks,
Fortnite.
I hate it. Simpsons Fortnite. Let's go.
Bit of Simpsons Fortnite.
I'm in.
We'll go to the
I mean-
Quickie Mart.
I guess you'll
Hang out
have
at
to
the
you'll
Quickie
have to
Mart.
get that on the schedule as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Hang
Nick,
out at
let us
Moe's
know.
Tavern.
Let us know what time on that day.
Immediately.
Figure out.
Oh, what if we do Monday? So Monday night my time, which would be Monday morning for you, John, and also for Jesse.
So tomorrow morning.
No.
Next
So
week.
right now it's 11:22 a.m. So if we say a day and a half from now, roughly.
So Tuesday morning for me.
No. Monday night for Nick is Monday morning for you.
Let's work this out off air.
Okay. Yeah. Right. We'll see you all soon, chat. As always, if you want to keep an eye on Xbox Series goodness, we'll be back with headlines on Tuesday.
Lots
we
of
might be
reviews
back
throughout
with
the week.
Yeah, we might be back with a Thanks I Hate It live stream on Monday, all things considered.
It would be
If we can get
midday
our time
Monday
zones
for you,
in there.
John.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's hot.
But until then, it's hot when
26
it is.
outside.
We'll
It's
see you
26
next
outside,
time.
getting hotter. So it's hot upstairs. I'm upstairs.
Ciao for now. Go on, Nick, say it.
Ciao for now.